You Here's a 1-2. That's lifted, well hit into the gap. This might clear the bases. It's going to bounce off the wall, and it will clear the bases. A bases clearing double off the bat of Nico Barella. Got the glove on it. Squeezes for a second. That's tapped on the ground. Might be academic. They'll flip it to first in time for the double play ball. Huge lead. There's the pitch. It's low. Runner going on a delayed steal, and he's going to be out at second. One-two. The runner moving. It's pulled down the line. This might be trouble, and it's a fair ball. Sandoval coming around. Coach Pineda going to send him to the plate. Here comes the tying run, and he scores. Sandoval. The throw gets away. Cooper will go to second base, and we're all tied at 6 as Sandoval scampers in.
Hit so far. That ball is driven deep to right center field, and it's gone. Second home run of the inning for the Cougars. They've got 5 runs in, and Siembieda has come roaring back here at the top of the 3rd inning. 2-run home run for Jalen Montez.
Long look in. There's a pitch. That's in the air. In shallow right. Very aggressive as Gerard Pineda will have a play at the plate. Oh, what a hose in right. The ball was waiting for him as he came home, and he was dead to rights.
2-2, nobody out. 2 runs in. There's the pitch, and that's up the middle. No, right to Francois. Back to second for a double play. That's a good play by Francois. And one to Araceli Morales. There's the pitch. Morales swings, hit to Vela. What a catch by Vela in right field. Vela coming to her, running to her left and diving.
This one swing, it's going to go straight. Let's see if it falls, and it looks like the catch was made, and indeed it was for the 3rd out. Sprawling was Kayla Reed for the 3rd out. What a play. Garcia prepares angles. She swings it. This one looks ding dong doink. Yabba dabba doo. Grand slam by Mia Flores. Four ribbies for Mia as she just unleashed on that softball.
Center fielder, Caden Bell on first. Here's the pitch to Heath. Struck him out. And great pitching by Alvarado. That'll do it for the Tigers in the top of the fifth.
A great crowd for a mid-afternoon game. Swing and a miss, and there's a strikeout, number 5 for Matt Romero.
Smith talking to the batter here. That's a, oh, wow. Nice, and that's an out.
What did I tell you? That one's that gets over the head of the right fielder. That's going to bring in 2 runs as Adrian Martinez with the RBI double.
Towards the latter part. Pitch, and that's another way for a single. That's going to score 2. That makes the score 9-0. So RBI double. That's going to make it. That's it. It's 10 runs there.
1-0's the count. And this one's high. It's going deep. And it's going to fall in. He's digging for third, and he gets there. Ezra Mestas with the 3-bagger. He gets the triple, and 2 more runs scored.
Steal to third base.
He brought the hot sauce for strike 3.
Small ball team for Reed Fiegel this year. That one is hit on the line to left. It's going to send Avila back to the warning track, to the wall, and he's going to watch it go. It's a solo homer off the bat of Bo Kidd. One nothing Eagles. Just when we were talking about small ball, the Eagles played long ball. Good over with 2 outs here. That boy's well hit to left. Coming in on it is Morris, and he drops it, and the Ravens win it.
Here's the steal coming in. Can she get the points? As Chris, tough shot, gets it to go.
West up with it. Nice move by West. Puts it up on the layup, scores.
Especially the team like Navajo Prep with so many weapons.
3 to beat the horn. Yes! nothing but nylon at the turnover. Henderson in transition, gonna slam it home. Gonzalez gonna leave it for Hasbury, send it in. We get it into Chavez. Natalia across the timeline, she's gonna heave it from half court for the win.
Oh! My goodness!
Chavez hits one from half court for the state championship.
Wow.
Unbelievable.
Passing angles are hard, yeah. Rogers, another, what a scoop shot by Lamar Rogers. That's going to be on someone's top 10, believe me.
Luna almost strips it away. Perea is there, and the feed to Rogers, the finish underneath. Stripped, Luna with it in transition. King with the big block off the board.
Kaplan puts it on the deck, goes through contact, great pass inside to Rogers. Rogers scores easy. 8 points.
And a steal. And a steal.
Corner
Perea.
three for Perea's up. It's good.
Oh, he got it.
Perea has 4 threes for 16 points in the first half.
Good ball movement. Watson gets it in right-handed and makes it.
Jaded ideas.
Oh,
going,
great
so.
pass to Rogers. Reverse
Oh,
layup is up and good.
nice.
Another
Ooh.
highlight move by Lamar Rogers.
He's just a guard right now. He's not a.
Between the legs, loses Parham, fires a straightaway 3. It's good. John Johnson has it going from all ends of the floor. Look at the Siembieda bench.
With kids, it's just. Oh, here comes
Outlet pass. Let's see if King tries to
Oh,
and
yes,
he
he
does.
did.
Puts it down on the one-hand jam. What an outlet pass from Master Taplin. They get it into Barella. 10 seconds left. Barella double team. Someone's got to be open to Valencia with 6 seconds left. 5 seconds left. 3 seconds left. Valencia spin cycle. Puts it up for the win. Scores. It's over. El Dorado wins 39-37. What a job, or what a shot by Haley Valencia. Took the ball in the right wing with 3 seconds left, drove to the basket, and El Dorado wins 39-37. Haley Valencia will be our Jackson Compaction Player of the Game. We'll be back for an interview with Haley Valencia after these messages. You're watching ProView Networks.
Here's Savic, 10 seconds left. All by herself is Jersey Jones. Jones loses control. Jones kicks it out. Love, Ottman for the game. Ottman at the buzzer. La Cueva wins 64-61, avenging their only loss of the season.
Here's a 1-2. That's lifted well hit into the gap. This might clear the bases. It's going to bounce off the wall, and it will clear the bases. A bases clearing double off the bat of Nico Barella. Got the glove on it. Squeezes for a second. That's tapped on the ground. Might be academic. They'll flip it to first in time for the double play ball. Huge lead. There's the pitch. It's low. Runner going on a delayed steal, and he's going to be out at second. 1-2. The runner moving. It's pulled down the line. This might be trouble, and it's a fair ball. Sandoval coming around. Coach Pineda going to send him to the plate. Here comes the tying run, and he scores. Sandoval. The throw gets away. Cooper will go to second base, and we're all tied at 6 as Sandoval scampers in.
Hit so far. That ball is driven deep to right center field, and it's gone. Second home run of the inning for the Cougars. They've got 5 runs in, and Siembieda has come roaring back here at the top of the 3rd inning. 2-run home run for Jalen Montez.
Long look in. There's a pitch. That's in the air. In shallow right. Very aggressive as Gerard Pineda will have a play at the plate. Oh, what a hose in right. The ball was waiting for him as he came home, and he was dead to rights.
2-2, nobody out. 2 runs in. There's the pitch, and that's how.
Isotopes back at it tonight. You can listen to them here on the Sports Animal in Round Rock. 5:45 is when Josh Sushan will crack the microphone for the pregame show from beautiful Texas. Isotopes in Round Rock. And back home next week against Sugarland, and that is when you may see Alex Bregman on a rehab assignment down from the Astros with the AAA affiliate for the big club, the Houston Astros. It's the opening drive. Jeff Siembieda and J.J. Buck. Phone number is 505-246-0610. Robert, good morning. How you living? Good. What's happening? Are you watching games, or are you just not going to watch the game? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Fair enough. All right, man. Thank you. See you. I'll give you this. All-Star games. I think every league has tried to juice up their All-Star games. Some things work, some things don't. You just got to accept it for what they are. It's a glorified big showcase exhibition, and I used to love, when I was a kid, I did love Big League All-Star. I did, but I loved it. I think when I look back on it, because back in my day, back when I was a kid, damn it. But it was really, in some respects, one of the few chances to see some of the big names. Because without the capability of the Major League Baseball package or even ESPN highlights every single night, it was the opportunity to see the big stars from the other league. There was no interleague play, and that was the opportunity. Now, I'm not telling you that's the availability, that's a bad thing. I think it's certainly enhanced their product. But I think that was the sell to me on the All-Star game. It was really cool, and my team, my guys, the team, my favorite team, who was playing in it, I want to see how they did. I think now that you get to see that almost every day, how do you keep these things going? How do you keep them important? How do you keep them exciting? And so you throw in a home run contest and a dunk contest and a skills competition. I think football's got no chance to make their All-Star weekend anything that's worth watching. But that's just kind of where I feel like the lustrous. You just got to accept what it is.
Yes, the game has changed a ton, and it's also All-Star nominations are nice, but we don't sit there and look back. Oh man, this guy was a 17-time All-Star. Like it's you focus on your career. You don't want to go out there and hurt yourself in the All-Star game. You don't want to miss out regular season, playoffs, etc. And everything that you just laid out. Yes, we. For as much as we talk about not marketing stars, etc., there's not very many people you don't know in baseball at the top of the game. So it's not like you're going to turn on an All-Star game and be like, oh, Shohei Ohtani, who's this guy?
Yeah, but there'll be some guys that you don't know about. I think the other thing is, and this isn't just baseball. This is all of them. If they don't care, why should I? I mean, there's a big part of, for instance, and it kind of goes back to the DeGrom thing, right? Well, he doesn't want to be there. So why? I mean, like if the big dogs don't want to be there, why am I? Why do I care? If they don't care, why do I? If they feel like it's a burden for them to go to the All-Star game, and again, I'm not bagging on the athletes. I'm just telling you from a fan's perspective. I think this is where some of the luster has been dulled a bit. If they don't care, why do I care?
It's an event.
Yeah.
Wherever it is, it's going to be Columbus Stadium.
Okay, I'll give you wherever it is.
All-Star weekend, wherever it is, it's free. It's a hard sell because it's an exhibition game.
No.
And I think it's okay that you have events that you don't have to sit there and say this is the greatest thing ever. It's the All-Star game. You want to watch it. It's there. It's not going to break baseball. It's not going to save baseball.
I think that's true with all of the All-Star games. Hockey's All-Star weekend, I mean, came and went. I don't remember it at all. Honestly, I don't remember basketball's All-Star weekend. Do you?
I remember there were questions about it. They did it.
Yeah, I remember the players saying I don't want to go, and then it was like, but it's every year. A couple guys, well, I'm not, which is cool. Like I get it, man. I get it from an athlete standpoint. You're going to give me an option. I can have 5 days off, or I can go and run through that crazy gamut. Like, what's the compensation on it? I've already been named an All-Star, so I hit my bonus. I think you got to pay me my bonus anyway because I'm an All-Star, but I don't really have to go. Well, they don't care. Why do I? And I do believe that's been some of where Robert's coming from. As far as the protests, that'll be an interesting watch. How many people are upset about moving the game out of Atlanta? That was a decision that Major League Baseball made months ago. This All-Star game was scheduled to be in Georgia. Because of the voting rights bill that was passed in Georgia, amongst other states, Major League Baseball decided we're not going to put the event there, and they moved it to Colorado. So it'll be interesting to see that. And I guess when you get further away from that happening, and I maybe we'll hear more about it next week. Maybe we'll
I forgot.
Yeah, it's not the first thing that jumped into my mind when I think about the All-Star game. And I know there's a lot of people who feel like Robert. It's an interesting protest, and I respect it. I'm watching the baseball. I'm still in. I love baseball. Whatever your team is, he's watching it. But he's not going to watch the All-Star game. Okay, I'm down. What's the schedule? I'll find it for you on the NBA. They're going tomorrow
night and Sunday night. Or the next game.
Tonight? Okay. What day is today?
Thursday.
All right, because what I'm looking at says Friday, July 9th. But it can't be. Yeah, it can't be. It's Thursday. Yeah, it's tonight, and then it's Sunday. So they get 2 days off here, and then they'll take 2 days off and go on Wednesday again. So they're going to, and Tuesday would be the All-Star game. So they'll stay off the All-Star game. I was just wondering if that's going to be, because it's never been an issue, right? Basketball's always been done.
Yeah.
I was just wondering if they were going to go up against it. So I mean, watch it if you dig it. And for me, we'll get home on Tuesday night, and I'm sure I'll flip it on. And because what are we going to do? Watch it. I feel like The Bachelorette's on every night. Like that's one of your options. Between that and The Voice, and there's something else that's on every night.
I haven't gotten into The Bachelorette. The Bachelor.
No, I mean, flip by. Do you watch Holy Moly? Because Addie told me there's a new season of Holy Moly.
Yes.
That's awesome.
It's fun.
Oh, that's it.
I want to participate in it.
Do you?
Very badly.
Which holes do you want to do? Any of them?
Don't care.
You want to run up the little slimy hill, or you want to do the outhouse one where it seems almost impossible to run past before dudes open the door and not get in the water? You want to do holy? You should. Did you apply for it?
I'll have to find out how.
You got to do holy moly.
I think that'd be fantastic.
Have you seen holy moly? Look at his face. He has no idea what holy moly.
You know what TV is?
Do you know what TV is? You're not sure of that either? Look at his face. He has no idea what TV is. No, yes, it's short for television. That's correct. One of these things. Holy Moly is a miniature golf show, somewhat hosted by Stephen Curry. And I say somewhat because last year it was
his cartoon character makes an appearance.
yeah, it was cartoon character Stephen Curry. Rob Riggle and Joe Tessitore hosted. Rob Riggle is the comedian. Joe Tessitore is the guy who used to do Monday Night Football. It's a college football broadcaster for ABC and ESPN. They're actually a pretty good team together, and they just have people from all over North America. It seems. She is a former golf pro, and now a hairstylist from Montreal, Alberta. Welcome her, and he is a 64-year-old retired librarian from Bakersfield, California, and then it's like physical challenges along with the miniature golf, and it's always cold. It looks like they shoot it all in one night somewhere in California, and it's freezing.
Chile.
Everybody,
You gotta go into the water.
Yeah. And there's water hazards, and you get knocked into the water, and it's awesome. And people get knocked out, and like the hazards beat them up and knock them into the. I mean, it's just holy moly. Yeah, Stephen Curry is inspired. Golf shows. I think it's terrific. All right, 505-246-0610 888-922-0610. We're going to talk to Drew Gordon coming up at the top of the hour, 8 o'clock. The former Lobo's going to be with us. Looking forward to that conversation as Lobo alumni game is coming up on Sunday. As we get closer, we've been talking about it quite a bit this week. So the TV stations all did something yesterday. I am starting to feel a little bit of buzz about this. Are you?
Absolutely. I think people are really excited, and then kind of learn more about what the TV team is going to do. Because this isn't, yes, it's an alumni all-star game. There is a TBT team the next weekend that's going to have a national stage, opening a tournament, 64-team field in Wichita Regional, playing for $1 million. I think it's going to be a lot of fun to watch, of course, on Sunday, and then follow the journey into the weekend.
Yeah, I think I've talked to a bunch of people. They're going, how do you get tickets? Hey, can you get me tickets? I'm like, no, dude, it's $10.
It's not free enough.
I always get that too. I can't tell you how many times I got that yesterday. Hey, do you have any tickets for that? No, dude, it's $10. Like $10.
And walkie bucks.
If you want to sit in the level section, it's $25. Go sit in the big dog seats. And on top of that, no, I don't have any tickets. I know a lot of times they'll give us tickets. Hey, all right, we do give. No. It's $10. Like, you can do this, right? If you want to go, but yeah, there's a big push for that. What is it? 6 o'clock on Sunday night, right?
6 o'clock on Sunday.
Go out and have fun with that. $10. I do suggest you go to lobos.evenue.net and get your tickets beforehand. They're mobile tickets. Standing in line is nobody's idea of a good time. I'm assuming the ticket office will be open, but go online, get your tickets beforehand, have them on your phone, have them out, and get you ready to go. If you got to an Isotopes game or game New Mexico United, you've done the e-ticket thing. It's where the world is going now. These hard ticket things are just about done. So do yourself a favor so you don't have to call in on Monday and complain about ticket lines. Do yourself a favor and go to golobos.evenue.net and get your ticket beforehand so you don't have to deal with it on Sunday night. Drew Lock, big offseason for him. A little travel issue yesterday. I'll tell you about the Broncos quarterback next.
What you don't have to deal with is a busy gym where you can't get your workout in. With F45 functional training, you get a high-intensity workout in 45 minutes. When you book your class, your spot is locked in. The gym is fantastic. High-intensity training can help take you to the next level, but you don't have to worry about it not being available. So check them out at f45training.com. Download the F45 app today. Take a look at the Northeast Heights location. The schedule of classes available. Classes are available 7 days a week. You can also sign up for your 7-day free trial book your class and get in. When you book your class on the app, your spot is locked in. Someone's not going to take it. You're not going to show up and be like, sorry, class is full. Going to have to turn you away. That's what I like about F45 training. Not only are you guaranteed your workout, not having to worry if any benches are going to be available, but when you put it on your schedule, it's a reminder. It's like, I have my workout booked, no excuses. This is the time. You'll get a little notification hour before as well saying, hey, got this class booked. Don't forget about it. And it'll help you stay on track. It'll help you get that workout in and move on. So check them out. High intensity training. If you haven't tried it, you need to, but it's going to help get you to another level. F45training.com, the F45 app, team training, life changing. I'll see you at F45.
For your business or your home, Valley Fence stands alone. We're number one in New Mexico for a reason. It's the best fence you can own. Proudly serving New Mexico for over 50 years. At Valley Fence, the difference is clear. No fence too big, too small, or difficult. We handle them all at Valley Fence Company.
Clark's Pet Emporium, your pet's second best friend. Visit clarkspet.com.
Dream Style Roofing tops them all. When your roof's worn out and needs to be replaced, we're gonna do it right, put a smile on your face. They're at home, things are looking up when you get your roof done by someone you can trust. Dream Style, a company name that's been around forever. No one does it better. You need a new roof, you know who to call. Dream Style Roofing tops them all.
Rudy's is a proud supporter of ProView Networks. DCE Systems want to help schools reopen and keep students, teachers, and staff safe. New Mexico's distributor of no-valent Shield Plus, an antimicrobial hand sanitizer that lasts 24 hours. That's right, 24 hours. 1 liter will provide approximately 2,000 individual applications. Call Louis Ruffin today at 505-507-7722 or go to DCESystemsINC.com to learn more. DCE Systems is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
These are more than just the sounds of a safe place to go after school. These are the sounds of interest being ignited and of mentors making an impact. At Boys and Girls Clubs, we don't do just one thing. We do whatever it takes to meet the needs of every kid who comes through those doors. Because whatever it takes is what it takes to build great futures. Great futures start here.
Here at Legacy, we are here to disciple people by helping them connect with God, grow in relationships, and live generously.
Don't sacrifice quality and flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, green and red chili breakfast burritos, and Frontier Cinnabons. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenpride@abq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs, proud supporter of ProView Sports Network.
A rogue. A rogue virus. No jobs. Sky-high tuition debt. Life is trying to put our generation on the sidelines. But we refuse to just sit back and watch it pass us by. Instead, watch us fly ahead. Watch us overcome anything. Watch us rise. Watch us change our world. Watch us become the next greatest generation.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walking to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number one. Cover it with green stuff, one scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
Clark's Pet Emporium, your pet's second best friend. Visit clarkspet.com. Calling on
Who's my quarterback? Is it Drew Lock? Is it Teddy Bridgewater? Who's going to be the Broncos starting quarterback?
Drew Lock.
I think the other way. I believe it's going to be Teddy. But either way, Drew Lock and Teddy Bridgewater are in a competition. And Drew Lock went to Missouri. I don't know if he was driving back to Denver, where he was going. Have you seen this?
No.
Drew Lock was going through Kansas on a highway. And apparently, according to the Twitter feed of Trooper Ben, it's Trooper Ben's Twitter feed, and there's Trooper Ben and there's another trooper. He says, "You never know who you can help as a Kansas Highway Patrol trooper." Today was Drew Lock, Broncos quarterback, and there's Drew, all happy that he was helped, and I think he's more happy that he's alive after this. So Drew was driving, and look, we've all been on road trips. You ever just get a rock that hits you? You're on a highway, right? Boom! Whoa! It startles you. Evidently, as he was traveling on the highway, he had to avoid a bouncing tire. So somehow from somewhere, a tire was just bouncing along the highway, and he swerved and he avoided that. But the lug nut, or one of the lug nuts from evidently that tire, was loose and just boom on the windshield and shattered it and embedded. So is your copy right there? Can I show you the picture? I mean, it's just buried and like, imagine that. Would that make you soil yourself at some point? I mean, whatever it is, he's, oh, hell yes, it would make me. I mean, that would startle you. The windshield shattered. The lug nut embedded. He's lucky it didn't come through and do more than just shatter and embed itself. Drew seems to be happy, or at least smiley, in the picture with Trooper Ben and Trooper Ben's buddy. Trooper Ben buddy. Trooper Ben's buddy is. But he's kind of lucky he's okay, dude. Those are the kind of incidents you hear. And Broncos quarterback Drew Brees in the hospital today after a freak accident on the Kansas highway. I mean, right? That's how those things can very easily end up. It didn't. It was just a rogue lug nut that embedded itself in his windshield. I'm sure it took a while and safe flight repair.
I'm just ready for that. The headlines now. How Drew Lock's off-season scare prepares to be the Broncos starting quarterback.
Ooh, inspired by a lug nut. Yeah.
Survival of Drew Lock on the road.
I saw my life pass me
in my head on the field.
Yes. 30. What if I told you a lug nut saved the Broncos season? Huh?
If Teddy Bridgewater is the Broncos starting quarterback, they're doomed.
What makes them any more or less doomed than if it's Drew Lock?
If it's Drew Lock, there's hope that maybe there can be a higher ceiling on this guy. Maybe there's something. We know what's there with Teddy Bridgewater. 7 wins.
So you think if Drew Lock is not the starting quarterback, he's done?
Done.
So you think he's done? See, I guess I'm not as convinced as that. They brought in some competition because his competition was Brett Rippon and who else started a game for them? It was a guy I'd never heard of last year. Brett Rippon, didn't they have
Driscoll in there?
I don't even think
wide receiver in there.
Yeah, there was a I know there was a wide receiver in there. Yeah. So I'm not convinced he's done. I'm not convinced he's the guy.
If he can't start this season, then when is he going to be the guy?
That's fair enough. It's year 3. It's year 3, right?
You can't beat out Teddy Bridgewater is a dude. Like you want him as a back quarterback. You don't want Teddy Bridgewater to starting quarterback in the NFL. You don't.
Teddy Bridgewater was on a path to being a really good quarterback in the National Football League when he was in Minnesota. Had that horrific leg injury.
He's a good quarterback and a good team. I don't think the Broncos are necessarily a good team yet.
They need a great quarterback to be a good team?
They need a quarterback with more spark than Teddy Bridgewater.
Okay, because that's a really interesting conversation. Because I've heard all offseason, if Aaron Rodgers goes there, they've got everything they need to be a good team. So they're not a good team?
Well, I think you can have a good team with an average quarterback that wins 8 games, and that's Teddy Bridgewater.
Okay.
Teddy Bridgewater.
So what is Drew Lock?
You can keep your fingers crossed and say he's the spark, however you want to say, have the higher ceiling than Teddy Bridgewater, like steady Teddy.
And then they win 10 with Drew Lock, maybe? Is that kind of what your hope is? And he improves and he's your guy?
11, pushing for a wild card spot.
Yeah.
That's your hope. I just don't see what, even with the pieces in place, what Teddy Bridgewater is doing to elevate your team. You're just saying he will get him by. I'll take him as a back quarterback, but to compete, or not postseason, try to push those teams in that division. Chiefs and Mahomes, all right, get it. I'm probably not going to run them down. But Justin Herbert, the Chargers, are they ready to pass you? Derek Carr, with the pressure that he's going to be under in Vegas.
You know, it's year 3. I always give you a couple of guys that I tell you it's a huge year quarterback. And it seems like Derek Carr is always on that list. I got a lot bigger list this year as far as guys going into this season as a quarterback who it's kind of a like it felt like this year's quarterback market could have blown up, and Adam Schefter said there could be as many as 17 quarterbacks, teams changing, and it didn't happen. I'll narrow this list for you, but you tell me who doesn't belong on this list. Quarterbacks, this is like the make or break year, right? Tua, year 3. You buying Tua?
Well, it's year 2 for Tua, so
but
I'm not there yet.
All right, Drew Lock,
Yes.
Derek Carr, Jim G, Jameis.
Yes.
Jameis.
The Saints quarterback, right?
He's the Saints quarterback, but is he going to be going
He's going to
forward?
beat out Taysom Hill.
Is he going to be going forward? Carson Wentz?
No.
No. Daniel Jones?
They're not going to be one and done on Carson Wentz unless he wins like 2 games.
Daniel Jones?
Yes.
Kirk Cousins? How many years are you going to continue the Kirk Cousins thing up there?
Kirk Cousins, Derek Carr is looking at each other like, hi.
Yeah. Well, and Jared Goff. Jared Goff was like a throw in here, take him. We don't want him. All right, you can take him as a placeholder until you draft because you're going to be the worst team next year, and then you can draft your quarterback. Like literally, that's what Jared Goff was. I know you're taking a big salary on him.
I don't think he might be done in Detroit, but I think Goff would be very intriguing.
Well, but what's his market value going to be if he doesn't have a big
Like
year?
Jared Goff in New Orleans,
If he has a good year.
even if he doesn't have a good year.
Really?
Yeah. I'm trusting Jared Goff over Jameis Winston.
Okay, if that's my choice, I'm trusting Jared Goff over Jameis Winston. If my choice is Jared Goff or Jameis Winston.
Because Goff has shown you have that good team, whatever that may be. He can steer that ship.
Sometimes. More often than not. I'll even give you more often than not. He's got to become way more consistent. Was this year 4 for him? 5? He went to a Super Bowl. Rams just said, no, we're good. We'll take that other guy. Here, take a bunch of our picks. Take that. We don't like draft picks anyway. So you don't put Goff on that list, and you don't put 2 on that list. So you think for sure Locke?
I don't think there's any way you can put 2 on that list until you get through the full season.
Well, you better get
It's year 2.
It's not year 2, it's year 3, isn't it?
No, it's not.
He was a rookie last year.
As was Justin Herbert, as was Joe Burrow.
Yeah, I guess it was rookie. I still think it's a big year for him because those 4 games where five games where they had to go to the bullpen against Fitzmagic, like that's got to stop, right?
Well, Fitzmagic is not there.
Understood. Yeah, he's in Washington. You can't be going to the bullpen though. He's got to be good.
It's also a coaching thing. Like you got to let a dude get through adversity at some point.
Well, somebody else got to win games. What's more important, letting the dude get through adversity or winning games? If you're a coach, I think it's winning games, right? But we're going to continue this because I like this a lot. Drew Gordon next. Former Lobo. Going to be back in town for the big alumni game. He'll be on the TBT team as well. You can catch up with Drew Gordon next on the opening drive on 95.9 and 11 a.m. Sports Animal.
Calling all football players, are you looking to develop your skills this season? It's never too late or too early to put in the work. Coach Carl Barrere and the Air Barrere program at 8 Grady's Performance Center provide comprehensive position training for aspiring football players at all levels. Whether you're looking to increase your speed, gain strength, or hone your skill, we train all positions with a team of experienced coaches who know what it takes to succeed at all levels from Yaffle to college. Check us out at 8gradys.com to learn more and sign up for training today.
Jackson Compaction wants to help you keep your green and keep the community green as well. Jackson Compaction has worked hard to maintain the same prices since day one. Always easy and painless trash removal with professional crews and quality service. If it's non-hazardous waste, debris, or trash on your land, leave it to us. At Jackson Compaction, we're dedicated to ensuring the conservation of our environment. You trash it, we smash it. Jackson Compaction, we've earned a reputation for great results.
TurboThreads is a proud sponsor of ProView Networks.
Almost 30 years of experience means fast service, great prices, and a wide selection of apparel from t-shirts to performance sports shirts, even jackets and hats. They feature low minimums and no setup charges on most orders. TurboThreads is located at 1503 Golf Course Road in Rio Rancho, or find them on Facebook, online at turbothreads.com, or call 999-1234 for TurboThreads.
Next in line.
Rudy's is a proud supporter of ProView Networks. DCE Systems want to help schools reopen and keep students, teachers, and staff safe. New Mexico's distributor of no-valent Shield Plus, an antimicrobial hand sanitizer that lasts 24 hours. That's right, 24 hours. 1 liter will provide approximately 2,000 individual applications. Call Louis Ruffin today at 505-507-7722 or go to DCESystemsInc.com to learn more. DCE Systems is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
Big weekend at the pit. It's a big weekend for so many reasons. A, you get to go to the pit. You're going to be part of something in a building which you haven't been in so long, and then so many of your favorite Lobos of the past are going to be there. It's the big UNM alumni basketball game, which is a tune-up for the Enchantment, the TBT team, the basketball tournament next week, because next weekend that team of mostly former Lobos will be in Wichita and open it up in the run for $1 million. It's the opening drive. Jeff Siembieda and JJ Buck. We'll get back to your phone calls in a little bit, but it's been really fun this week to catch up with some of the former Lobos who were in town for this. Darrington Hobson and Anthony Mathis and Jamal Smith yesterday, and today to catch up with another one of your favorites who had just a terrific couple of years here at the University of New Mexico after transfer from UCLA his junior and senior year in 2010, 11, and 11 and 12. Since then, he's been playing basketball all over the world, from Serbia to Turkey to Russia to Lithuania to France to Italy. Probably maybe have a step along the way. That's a lot of good food, a lot of different languages, a lot of frequent flyer miles. Drew Gordon joins us on the Quant Auto Care Hotline. How you doing, Drew? We're good. No, it's good to hear you, and appreciate you spending some time with us. And welcome back to the land of enchantment after your globe trotting and another run in the pit. And I don't know, you ever thought you were going to play in the pit again? You know, everybody that we've talked to this week has said that, and I know that's not a talking point that Brandon gave you. It feels like it's legit. What was it about playing here? You played at UCLA, you played different NBA clubs, you played around the world. What is it about this place that makes you guys all want to come back, and when you have the opportunity, you figure out how to make it work with your calendars? Yeah, no, it's the truth. And now you come back and play with these guys, some who you had played with before, some guys you probably just remember. Playing in a game like this and having fun participating in the TBT, when that was presented to you, how did you feel about it and how that whole process go?
And just knowing that everybody's going to give 100%, and that's really what you need going into TBT. So for me, it was really a no-brainer to just get going and see what we can do.
Drew, JJ Buck here. When you go back to your time in college and you made that decision to transfer from UCLA, how close were you to selecting somewhere else? And then ultimately, what did those 2 years for you mean on and off the court that you spent here in New Mexico?
I mean, the 2 years I spent there were definitely life-altering. I've always told people that, I got a second chance and I made the most of it. And then, honestly, as soon as I took my visit and I came and I saw everybody, I saw the atmosphere, watched the game, there was nowhere else I was going to go. I was really close with the guys, the coaching staff, everybody, the fans. So as soon as I saw a game, saw guys, got the feel for the whole kind of environment, there was nowhere else I was going to go.
And you look back at your senior year, and there was a lot of young guys on that team. We talk about Kendall Williams, he's a sophomore, Tony Snell's a sophomore, so it's pretty much you, A.J. Harden, and Phil McDonald's the leader on that squad. Do you think back, and we always have what ifs, but just kind of that NCAA tournament game against Louisville, how close it was, and how close you guys were to maybe doing something special?
Yeah, that's funny you said. I actually teammates with one of the guys that played in Louisville when I was overseas. But there's always, shoulda, woulda, couldas. You look back on it now. Obviously, we wish that we were able to kind of hang around and take that game because we were on track to possibly win the whole thing. But I think it's just kind of a growing point. Took a knock over the head, lost in the tournament. And, it wasn't fun, but it definitely humbles you and teaches you that there's things that are bigger than basketball, and a loss isn't going to be the end of the world. So it was unfortunate that we lost. I thought that we were on a roll. We could have done something super special, and possibly took the whole thing. But what are you going to do at this point?
Right. Former Lobo Drew Gordon is with us. And tell me if I'm reading too much into this. Just listen to you talk about that. You hear in sport every once in a while. I think back to the Patriots beating the Seahawks in the Super Bowl when they should have given the ball to Marshawn Lynch. Some of those, there's a few of those, and people say that those are one of those losses that you never get over. You hear that cliche, and it almost sounded as we talk about that might be one of those that you just kind of you live with it, you move on. It's not killing you, but maybe you never get over that.
I mean, trust me, I think that that year we really could have won, the entire thing. And it stings a little bit when you think about how close we were, because we strung together a great season. Alfred was coaching his butt off. We were playing. We were giving it absolutely everything we had. So the fact that we came up a little bit short, people kind of counted us out early. It sucks, but personally, my teammate I caught alley-oop over, so he was trash talking me, and I just pulled up the log on YouTube and just played it on repeat for him. So I can settle with that.
Yeah, you have that. You'll never not have that. All right, you've been all around the world, man, playing basketball. I was just looking at some of the stuff. But, my favorite logo, the team that you played for, Champagne Shallows, whatever, the little wizards of the basketball. That's my favorite logo of all of them. But talking about playing all over the world, man, and the experiences that you've been able to go through, what you've been able to learn, people. I'm sure. Basketball's obviously opened a lot of doors for you, and how's it been playing professionally from Serbia to Russia to Latvia to Italy and France and all over the place?
It's been a wild ride, man. 10, 12 years ago, if you asked me what I was going to be doing with basketball, I would never have given you an answer of, globetrotting and playing in different countries. I didn't even know some of these places existed, to be honest. But it's given us a chance to go around the world, to be able to play basketball, provide for my family, and show them a good time as well. Whenever they get a chance to come out and see me, they make a little mini vacation out of it. But it's just taught me so many different things, man. I'm so appreciative of being able to continue working on my craft in different countries and around the world. And it's really something special to be able to continue to pursue your career and get to some of the highest levels possible while playing basketball. It's special. Takes a lot because it's a long year, but it's definitely worth it.
Do you have a favorite destination so far, or just a place you played that you couldn't believe something that went on, or the atmosphere?
Yeah, I mean, my first year over, I was playing in Belgrade, Serbia, which is a great place, and I was playing for Partizan, which was a great team, but it was wild. We would play games, and at any point in time, we would have road flares thrown at us, coins, lighters, bottles of spit, flaming jerseys, you name it. M80s thrown at us while we were shooting free throws. That was a wild atmosphere to play in. It was every day. Fights would break out in the stands. We'd have to pause games because fights would break out. We had to play. We actually had to postpone our ABA League Cup championship because the fight broke out. It was so wild that we weren't able to continue. We had to let the gym clear from smoke and play 24 hours later the rest of the game. But, you know, I underappreciated what type of atmosphere and how passionate the fans were there, just because I was kind of deer in the headlights.
Hell yes.
That was a wild time.
Was there ever a time, Drew, where you thought, I'm not getting out of here? Like, did you ever fear for your safety?
Yeah.
Hell yes.
It was to the point where, you know, my mother came out and she watched games, and we had to have the equivalent of, you know, SWAT and special forces sit around her in the stands just to make sure that she was safe. But it was, you know, I always tell everyone that as a rookie, that was, you know, what the heck am I doing out here? Now, you know, being year 10, I would go back to that place in a heartbeat. That was fun. You get to play basketball and you get to show at the same time.
Yeah, dinner and a show, dinner and a movie. It's something. It's something else. So what's this year look like after TPK? What do you got to finish?
That's a good question. Doing it out. Might try to go bother Alex Kirk in Japan and, you know, go give him a headache.
He's got a pretty good thing going. Yeah, he's got a pretty good thing going there. He's playing well.
Yeah, you know, it ain't bad. It ain't bad. But I finished up my career, well, my contract this year in Russia, and you know, just kind of taking time right now with family, and just kind of hanging out. No real rush to get back, but obviously, you know, want a job next year, so gotta figure it out here pretty soon.
Well, it's good to catch up with you. We could do this. I'd love to have you in the studio. I'd love to listen to some of these stories about the Globetrotting, but we'll catch up, and I may chase you down here sometime here in the future. But I know a lot of people looking forward to seeing you in the pit on Sunday. And again, if you have the tickets are $10, they go all the way up to 25 to sit in the big dog seats. That's right. Get them early. And don't complain about lines. Go to locals.evenue.net. It's the UNM alumni game. Drew will be on the team, the Enchantment. It's coached by Kenny Thomas, and then you'll get to watch Drew next week. And the basketball tournament, TBT, as they compete for $1 million. Hey, best to you. Thanks for spending some time with us. Continued success. Congratulations on all the success. And be well. We'll see you out there on Sunday.
Yeah, most definitely. Appreciate the time, fellas. I'll be seeing everybody shortly.
All right. Safe travels. Thanks, Drew.
All right, take it easy.
Take it easy. You're Gordon. That's good. How about that? I like honestly, and that's what you hear. And I always wonder, like, you're a player. At some point, dude, am I getting out of here?
If you being honest, it's bad at the free throw line. It's like when they're throwing
bottles of spit. Is that what he said?
Flaming jerseys and M80s at you.
Yeah, M80s. Yeah. All right, well, that's good. All right, respond to that. 505-246-0610. It's the opening drive on 95.9 FM and AM 670 Sports Animal.
Are you sure we're supposed to be doing this?
Don't worry. I've watched him do it 1,000 times. Come on. What's the worst that can happen?
No! Bad dog!
Hi, welcome to Car Crafters. What happened? Don't worry. We'll make it like it never happened.
Car Crafters, it's like it never happened.
Car Crafters is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
Are you sure we're supposed to be doing this?
Don't worry. I've watched him do it 1,000 times. Come on. What's the worst that can happen?
No! Bad dog!
Hi, welcome to Car Crafters. What happened? Don't worry. We'll make it like it never happened.
Car Crafters, it's like it never happened.
Car Crafters is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
Are
you sure we're supposed to be doing this? Don't worry, I've watched him do it 1,000 times. Come on, what's the worst that can happen?
No! Bad dog! Hi, welcome to Car Crafters. What happened? Don't worry, we'll make it like it never happened.
Car Crafters, it's like it never happened.
Car Crafters is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
Are you sure we're supposed to be doing this? Don't worry, I've watched him do it 1,000 times. Come on, what's the worst that can happen?
No! Bad dog! Hi, welcome to Car Crafters. What happened? Don't worry, we'll make it like it never happened.
Car Crafters, it's like it never happened.
Car Crafters is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
Are you sure we're supposed to be doing this? Don't worry, I've watched him do it 1,000 times. Come on, what's the worst that can happen?
No! Bad dog! Hi, welcome to Car Crafters. What happened? Don't worry, we'll make it like it never happened.
Car Crafters, it's like it never happened.
Car Crafters is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
Are you sure we're supposed to be doing this? Don't worry, I've watched him do it 1,000 times. Come on, what's the worst that can happen?
No! Bad dog! Hi, welcome to Car Crafters. What happened? Don't worry, we'll make it like it never happened.
Car Crafters, it's like it never happened.
Car Crafters is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
Are you sure we're supposed to be doing this? Don't worry, I've watched him do it 1,000 times. Come on, what's the worst that can happen?
No! Bad dog! Hi, welcome to Car Crafters. What happened? Don't worry, we'll make it like it never happened.
Car Crafters, it's like it never happened.
Car Crafter. Datacom is a proud supporter of ProView Networks. Datacom has portable AC units for rent. Applications include server rooms, retail outlets, healthcare facilities, laboratories, convenience stores and truck stops, events, concerts, and weddings. All of these units are 120 volt plug and play. Call Louis Ruffin today at 505-50.
Okay, the stars through the opening drive this week. Darrington Hobson on Monday, Anthony Mathis on Tuesday, Jamal Smith on Wednesday. You just heard from Drew Gordon. The guy who's going to coach these guys, maybe the biggest of them all. The biggest dog of them, I don't know. I mean, how do you rate when there's a bunch of big dogs out there? Who's the biggest dog? He might be. He's coaching this team. Kenny Thomas just called in to say hello. Hello, Kenny. How are you?
What's up, Jeff? How you doing?
I'm doing well, man. And I've seen you a bunch lately. You look happy. You look like you're in your element coaching these guys. It feels like you're in a really good spot. How you living?
Man, I'm living good. I'm back in the Mexico. So finally doing something in this community.
Yeah, you're doing a lot, actually. And trying to get as many people out to watch this club. You get to coach this group of Lobos and really good basketball players. What is Saturday for you in regards to the tune-up for the TBT? So how are you looking at you as a coach now, trying to get this team ready for this tournament?
It's going to be really interesting. Drew just did a great job, so I wanted to call in and back that up and let people know that it's going to be exciting. We're actually having our practice on Saturday. I'm going to get a feel for the guys. I've seen them play, but at the same time, I got to see where everybody's at. But I heard JR is like killing it.
Really?
I played on Tuesday, and him being 36 and everything, and I'm like, oh my God, okay. So JR is that dog we're going to need because he's always one of those guys that always kind of does the dirty work to a certain extent. But being able to have these guys on the team and being able to be associated with these guys because we all brought something back to the state. So I'm really looking forward to it.
Kenny, this was, you went to high school here. You were a 4-year Lobo. I know what this place means to you. To watch all these other guys from different places, and they've been all over the globe, to come back and everyone we've talked to, just there's genuine love for local basketball, UNM, and I think for New Mexico, you feel that, and how does it make you feel? Because I think you've always had that, and to see all these guys come back different backgrounds and different careers. What does that do for you?
It does a lot because I think over the years it's been a struggle as far as the program is concerned, especially the last like 10 years or so. So I think with Eddie bringing in Richard Patino, who I have had the chance to speak to and met the coaching staff, and hopefully they can implement some things to get things back to where they used to be. They're supposed to be engaging with ex-alumni players like myself and trying to get Louisville basketball back to what it is. And the fact that like guys like Drew and guys like Anthony are taking the time out of their busy schedules to actually come and participate and support our community with this tournament, because it's going to bring a lot of awareness back to the state of New Mexico, because right now they're probably looking down on us because they don't expect us to come in there and do what we're going to do. But it's going to be exciting. July 17th, I'm looking forward to it, and we just got to take it a game at a time, and I'm really looking forward to seeing what the guys can bring to the table and where they're at, and most importantly, we got to play defense and go out here and try and win this.
This is the coach. This is Coach Kenny Thomas. The opening drive. It's good coach stuff. I love that. I've known him for a lot of years, Kenny, and got a lot of different coaches in you. It's good to hear you talking about playing some defense like that.
Yeah, I mean, that's how I was able to stay in the NBA, man. You got to play defense and rebound and do the dirty work to a certain extent. But I was coaching in Sacramento at American River Junior College for 2 years. I was an assistant coach right before COVID. So this it isn't going to be anything new to a certain extent, but it is going to be different because we have a short amount of time to prep and get ready and scout the guys that we're going to play, which we've been doing, and I think it's going to be real exciting. But I know people in New Mexico wait till the last minute to do things. That's kind of the last thing we need right now, especially with us coming out of the pandemic and everything. It would be very, very, very smart if people just started buying their tickets instead of walking up.
Totally agree.
I really wanted to call and put an emphasis on that. Please don't wait till the last minute. It's going to be a fun night, and hopefully we can bring you guys some entertainment, especially with there hasn't been any entertainment in the pit since COVID.
You mentioned how important it was for the alumni to have that connection for the former student athletes. How big of a moment is this, though, for you to also help bridge that gap with the fans, as you just said, bring that excitement back to Lobo fan overall?
How you doing, bud?
Doing great, man. Thank you.
I think the excitement of the community and the fans being able to see the guys that put in all the hard work over the years is going to be huge, because the community doesn't get a chance to actually see the guys that actually played here in UNM. So it's actually amazing how Brandon Mason has put all this together, and me and him are looking at building this. This isn't just going to be a one-year thing, and there's some stuff coming in the near future that will bring some entertainment and excitement as well with this TBT stuff. And me being associated and coming back here and with my school and being an ex-alumni, there's a lot of things that still needs to be done, and I want to let people know in this community I haven't given up, and I'm not going to. And I'm creating some different partnerships with like the Hispano Chamber. They're helping us with the TBT stuff. I'll actually be doing a live Facebook webinar around 11:15 on all of their social media platforms this afternoon. Nice. And just trying to get back into the swing of things. It's really nice being able to be a part of basketball from a different perspective. You have kids and everything that I'm starting to do some programming with basketball tournaments here, like I just did in Berlin. But it's just being able to get back in this community. That's my key.
Get a 45. Kenny Thomas is with us just for a few more minutes. Coach Kenny Thomas with us on the
Can you just lay out just how this is just opening so many more doors, but ultimately too, you guys have a tournament to look forward to, and it feels like the seriousness, it ramps up. People haven't seen the TBT, they're going to realize how great of an event it is, winner-take-all tournament. But there's also, I think, an element of kind of old school, hey, just show up with your guys, see who can run court the longest. How do you kind of feel about just a short amount of time and just how quickly you just got to have that chemistry and just that effort?
I think there's a lot of guys on the team that are actually professional athletes, So they've had the opportunity to go through training camps like that are associated with the NBA. You have a short amount of time to actually get ready and get to know your guys before you actually start playing preseason games. So I think the fact that all of us are professionals, we're going to have to go out here and do what we're supposed to do to be able to get the job done. And if that isn't happening, unfortunately, I'm not going to play. It is about us trying to relate to each other in such a short amount of time, but we don't have a lot of time. It just is what it is.
Yeah, it's going to be exciting. All right, here's the deal. Here's how to get your tickets for this weekend. It's golobos.evenue.net. That's golobos.evenue.net. Kenny's point is the point I've been making. Do not wait until the last minute and go up and complain about you have to stand in line. Get online. Everything's mobile. Everything's your ticket will be on your phone. That's the way the world is now. If you got to an Isotopes game, a United game, if you got to anything, it's how. If you got a boarding pass to get on a plane, it's how it is. So download it, buy it. The tickets start at $10. They go all the way up to $25 if you want to sit in those big dog seats that you've always wanted to sit in. It's Sunday night at 6:00, and it's going to be a terrific show. It's two teams of former Lobos. You've got the Miranda Sanchez dunk contest. You've got the Papa Brown three-point contest and night of entertainment in a building that you all love so much and you've not been in for a long time. So go online and get those tickets now. Kenny, when the TBT runs over, whenever that is, I want to have you back on and talk about all the things you're doing. But I want to mention this, and I've seen you. I got to see you a couple weeks ago. I've seen a bunch of stuff you're doing. You seem to be in a place right now where it makes me feel, and I've known you for 25 years, it makes me feel so good because you feel like it seems like you're happy, you're comfortable in a place. It feels like the community is accepting at what you're doing. And if I'm wrong, you can tell me, but it just to see you genuinely smiling a lot and be happy, it feels like you're in a pretty good spot right now.
Man. And I'm in a great spot overall. My kids are good. 13 and 21. They'll be 22 and 14 this year.
Oh, man.
Boys, my oldest is at Georgetown. He graduates next May. Life's good, man. I turned 44 this month, the 25th. I can't believe I'm getting older. It's very
a little gray in your beard. Yeah, that's good.
I'm not even trying to diet, you guys. Like,
don't. Just go with it. Yep, go with it.
But man, you guys have always been good to me. I appreciate you. I appreciate the station. You guys have always supported me, especially you two. It's going to be very unique because I have a lot of different programming opportunities coming here, basketball-wise, and looking at a partnership with the Bernalillo County. Stephen Michael Casada, the county commissioner, has been very supportive. And there's just a lot of different things going on in this community to where it needs support, and here I am and trying to get back, man. I'm not giving up on New Mexico. People don't think that please don't think I am because you haven't seen me that much, but as far as visibility back in this market, hey, I'm about to be all over it. You never know, I might end up moving back here.
God bless you. That's so good. All right, my friend. I'm glad you're well. Have fun this weekend. I know you will. Get out and see this team, and then watch them next week. And I'll probably bug you during the tournament too, and just have you come on and do some stuff. But thanks for calling in.
Of course, man. Whatever you guys need, Jeff. Come on, you know I got you, folks. I appreciate you guys.
We got you, Kenny. Be well. Have fun this week. We'll talk to you soon.
Thanks. Stay safe, both of you. Appreciate you.
Great coach. Just happened to call in. All right, we'll go back. Get in on any of those conversations. It's the opening drive at 95.9 FM and AM 670 Sports Channel.
7722 or go to datacalm.com to learn more.
Drive, Jeff Siembieda, JJ Buck, Micah. Josh produces for you today over on the ProView Network side, where you can watch the show worldwide on ProViewNetworks.com or statewide at Comcast Channel 26.
Hey, welcome to the Steve Davis Show.
Good morning and welcome to Sports Desk live on Comcast Channel 26.
Welcome to The Point with Nick Rich.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to episode 10, America Talking Out.
I'm Pastor Flora Padilla of Mending Broken Hearts.
Welcome to Henry T. Game Face Live, Comcast 26, and Big Bad ProView Network.
Often imitated, never duplicated. Welcome to Local Focus with Sebastian Noel.
Welcome, sports fans. It's that time of the week again. You are watching the Weekly Rundown.
Hey, welcome to Red Menace TV here on ProView Network.
Hello, I'm Steve Davis. You are watching Public Access TV.
Center fielder, Caden Bell on first. Here's the pitch to Heath. Struck him out. And great pitching by Alvarado. That'll do it for the Tigers in the top of the fifth.
A great crowd for a mid-afternoon game. Swing and a miss, and there's a strikeout, number 5 for Matt Romero.
Smith talking to the batter here. That's a... Oh, wow. Nice, and that's an out.
What did I tell you? That one's that gets over the head of the right fielder. That's going to bring in 2 runs. As Adrian Martinez with the RBI double.
Towards the latter part. Pitch, and that's another way for a single. That's going to score 2. That makes the score 9-0. So RBI double. That's going to make it. That's it. It's 10 runs there.
1-0's the count. And this one's high. It's going deep. And it's going to fall in. He's digging for third, and he gets there. Ezra Mestas with the 3-bagger. He gets the triple, and 2 more runs scored.
Steal to third base.
He brought the hot sauce for strike 3.
Small ball team for Reed Fiegel this year. That one is hit on the line to left. It's going to send Avila back to the warning track, to the wall, and he's going to watch it go. It's a solo homer off the bat of Bo Kidd. One nothing Eagles. Just when we were talking about small ball, the Eagles play long ball. Put over with 2 outs here. That boy's well hit to left. Coming in on it is Morrison. He drops it, and the Ravens win it.
For your business or your home, Valley Fence stands alone. We're number 1 in New Mexico for a reason. It's the best fence you can own. Proudly serving New Mexico for over 50 years. At Valley Fence, the difference is clear. No fence too big, too small, or difficult. We handle them all at Valley Fence Company.
Clark's Pet Emporium, your pet's second best friend. Visit clarkspet.com.
Dream Style Roofing tops them all. When your roof's worn out and needs to be replaced, we're gonna do it right, put a smile on your face. They're at home, things are looking up when you get your roof done by someone you can trust. Dream Style, a company name that's been around forever. No one does it better. You need a new roof, you know who to call.
From Drew Gordon and Kenny Thomas and Darrington Hobson, and there's some great names that are coming back this weekend. It's the opening drive. Jeff Siembieda, J.J. Buck, Devin Johnson's going to be back, a former Lobo whose career was cut short because of the health issues and things like that. Well, things like that. That's what it was. And he's gone on and had a nice professional career and continued to play. David Johnson's his dad, who calls in this morning. Hello, David. You're on with Jeff Siembieda and JJ Buck. How are you?
Hey, Jeff. How are you?
Good. How you doing?
Great. I just woke my son up. Told him we're going to be on the radio. Talk about the game that you called a week ago, Saturday Academy.
Oh, all right. I was. God, that's so crazy, David. All right, let me reset this because there was a Devin Johnson that played for Columbus. That's where I thought this was going. Devin Johnson, this Devin Johnson is the young man for Academy, the left fielder who made a terrific catch at the top of the seventh inning that basically kept the game within reach, and then had the walk-off bases loaded. The bases loaded double to win the state championship for Academy. So this is that. I was thinking of different Devin Johnson when he said it. All right, David, let me reset that now. Go, because I appreciate it. Go ahead.
Yeah. So anyway, I guess what they didn't know at the time is that he had pulled or strained his groin muscle the inning before, in the sixth inning, when he was trying to. He was going to steal second base and then foul the pitch back, and so he pulled up and he strained his groin muscle. So unfortunately, we were supposed to be playing in Atlanta this week with his club team, and we had to pull him from that because he's still recovering from that. So he made the catch and the hit and everything else with strained groin. And anyway, so I just woke him up. I want him to talk to you about the game.
Yeah, no, and I've been wanting to reach out to you guys. So yeah, I'd love to talk to Devin real quick.
Daughter still go to Academy?
She does. She will be a sophomore. Actually, just starting training with Coach Kedge on Monday. So.
Well, he'll be a senior this coming year. So anyway.
Well, they can strut their Letterman's jacket. They can strut their Letterman's jackets together, David.
Calling the great game. You did a great job. Here's Devin right here.
I appreciate that. And so let me set this up for you. And JJ, you're familiar with the game. This is Academy in St. Pius for the state 4A baseball championship on ProView Networks a couple weeks ago. And Academy had a 4-2 lead going into the top of the seventh, the last inning. St. Pius scored 5 runs and it was 7-4. Their last run scored on a sacrifice fly in left field. Devin Johnson, the left fielder, made a diving catch to the left. It was the second out of the inning. If it gets by and it goes to the wall, it's at least a triple. And that game's not just a 3-run game. And then Devin came up with bases loaded and 1 out in the bottom of the inning and hit a gapper to left center field, cleared the bases. Academy wins 8-7, scores 4 runs in the bottom of the inning. Devin, was that about close to how it went down?
Yeah, that sounds about right.
And how was that? How you feeling, by the way? You good?
Yeah, I'm still riding that high a little bit.
All right, tell that moment. So you come up to the plate, you're thinking what? I mean, it's so proverbial. This is what you dream of. Championship on the line. Were you thinking that in your mind?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I was just looking for a pitch over the plate, but yeah, to be honest, I don't even remember what was going through my head a little bit, but
nor do I. Nor do I. All right, you gap it, you win it. What's it been like since to win a state championship like that?
It
was Devin Johnson
great.
about
It was. Can't even really.
Yeah, even still, huh? Yeah, even still. What was bigger? That's not fair. I mean, the catch was a big play, but the hit was it. Have your buddies still love? Are they still loving on you about it?
A little bit. I mean, obviously, when I made that catch, we were down by like 2 or 3 already. So
yeah, it was 2.
A little bit down in the field, so I think I made that catch, got up, and didn't even have a reaction. I mean, I don't think. Yeah,
that's so cool. And as a junior, you win a state championship. You guys came from a 6th seed, and was it you go all the way through? You beat Miyamura in the semifinals to beat your arch rivals. Did that make it a little sweeter, or it didn't matter who it was against?
Oh no, it was definitely a lot better. We haven't beaten Pius in like 6 years since 2015, so even that much better.
That's beautiful. Well, congratulations to you, man. Enjoy that championship, and your Letterman's. Is Letterman jacket still a big deal?
I don't think they're as big a deal, to be honest.
Because I'm going to tell you, my daughter's a sophomore at the academy, and she's kind of stoked. But she got hers as a freshman, so she's pretty stoked. So she told me, I'll wear it when it's 100 degrees. I don't care. But yeah, but we'll put that state championship patch on there and enjoy it. Hey, congratulations. That was one of the greatest moments in high school sports this year. All right. Thanks, Devin. David Johnson called in. That was random. That was unexpected, but that's another great story that happened locally.
Yeah, it's only awesome endings to show what it was just to get to this season, but we finally got all those high school athletes out there performing, and boy, they gave us some memories.
All right, 505-246-0610, 888-922-0610. And when we come back, I'm going to reset for you. And we're going to get into what Drew Gordon had to say, what Kenny Thomas had to say, and you can comment. And I think you're really looking forward to it. You can get into what Devin Johnson just had to say on winning the state championship. I want you to get over into a place called All In Autographs. It's on Wyoming, just south of Monona. The address is 2225 Wyoming Northeast. It is an autograph museum where you can take something home if you're into racing or tennis. Maybe you love music or history, entertainment. There's something there for you. I spent 2 hours there the other day just marveling at the stuff that's on the wall. If you're into music, you can go in and find an Elton John and Billy Joel signed piece, or a Taylor Swift signed album cover, or Grateful Dead backstage passes, Barbra Streisand, Elvis Presley. If you're a history buff, you can go in there. There's a Buzz Aldrin signed Apollo 11 moon landing framed photo that you can put up. If you're looking for that perfect gift, that's something special for the person who buys everything for themselves, this is the spot. And Pele's and stuff. Clayton Kershaw, Steph Curry, Marilyn Monroe, Joe DiMaggio, all the best NFL players ever. They're in there on one piece. It is all in autographs. If you mention this show, you mentioned that you heard it here on the Sports Animal, that I told you about it, you get $25 off a purchase of $100 or more. I'm telling you, there's nothing been, there hasn't been anything like this place in Albuquerque since I've been here, and that's 25 years. This is a world-class store. You will go in there and marvel at the stuff they've got. Go in and take a look at All In Autographs. You can look at them online, allinautographs.com. I think you're going to be impressed there. And then go in and see the collection they've got. 2225 Wyoming Northeast, just south of Monona. The phone number is 505-504-7575. All In Autographs. Go do yourself a favor. Enjoy that place and find something special.
Rudy's is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
These are more than just the sounds of a safe place to go after school. These are the sounds of interest being ignited and of mentors making an impact. At Boys and Girls Clubs, we don't do just one thing. We do whatever it takes to meet the needs of every kid who comes through those doors. Because whatever it takes is what it takes to build great futures. Great futures start here.
Here at Legacy, we are here to disciple people by helping them connect with God, grow in relationships, and live generously.
Don't sacrifice quality and flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, green and red chili breakfast burritos, and Frontier Cinnabons. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenpride@abq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs, proud supporter of ProView Sports Network.
A rogue virus, no jobs, sky-high tuition debt. Life is trying to put our generation on the sidelines. But we refuse to just sit back and watch it pass us by. Instead, watch us fly ahead. Watch us overcome anything. Watch us rise. Watch us change our world. Watch us become the next greatest generation.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walking to the cashier, order up a root beer and a #1. Cover it with green stuff, 1 scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
Clark's Pet Emporium, your pet's second best friend. Visit clarkspet.com.
Calling all football players, are you looking to develop your skills this season? It's never too late or too early to put in the work. Coach Carl Barrere and the Air Barrere program at 8 Grady's Performance Center provide comprehensive position training for aspiring football players at all levels. Whether you're looking to increase your speed, gain strength, or hone your skill, we train all positions with a team of experienced coaches who know what it takes to succeed at all levels from Yaffle to college. Check us out at 8gradys.com to learn more and sign up for training today.
Jackson Compaction wants to help you keep your green and keep the community green as well. Jackson Compaction has worked hard to maintain the same prices since day one. Always easy and painless trash removal with professional crews and quality service. If it's non-hazardous waste, debris, or trash on your land, leave it to us. At Jackson Compaction, we're dedicated to ensuring the conservation of our environment. You trash it, we smash it. Jackson Compaction, we've earned a reputation for great results.
Turbo Threads is a proud sponsor of ProView Networks.
Almost 30 years of experience means fast service, great prices, and a wide selection of apparel from t-shirts to performance sport shirts, even jackets and hats. They feature low minimums and no setup charges on most orders. Turbo Threads is located at 1503 Golf Course Road in Rio Rancho, or find them on Facebook, online at turbothreads.com, or call 999-1234 for Turbo Threads.
Next in line.
Rudy's is a proud supporter of ProView Networks. DCE Systems want to help schools reopen and keep students, teachers, and staff safe. New Mexico's distributor of no-valent Shield Plus, an antimicrobial hand sanitizer that lasts 24 hours. That's right, 24 hours. 1 liter will provide approximately 2,000 individual applications. Call Louis Ruffin today at 505-507-7722 or go to DCESystemsInc.com to learn more. DCE Systems is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
Extreme Clean is a proud sponsor and supporter of ProView Networks and all high school sports athletics. Owner Mike McLean and Extreme Clean specialize in carpet cleaning for apartment, realty, business, and residential clients. With over 20 years experience, attention to detail and quality customer service matters. For more information, give them a call, 505-221-6440, Extreme Clean.
Clark's Pet Emporium, your pet's second best friend. Visit clarkspet.com.
Yeah, I apologize about the disconnect on that last conversation. So Mr. Johnson phoned in, and I didn't know he was calling. And he did give Bobcat the piece of one word that would have kind of put me into context. He just said about Academy. When you said Devin Johnson's dad was on the phone, and we had just talked to Drew Gordon, and then Kenny Thomas called in to talk about it. For whatever reason, I heard Devin, and I thought Devin Williams, the former Lobo, was playing in the game on Sunday. And I'm like, all right, we're going to continue that. And you had the context and the information, but you didn't offer it to me. I was like, I had nowhere to go, and I thought I was in the right spot and realized where we're going. So that's kind of, but it was good to hear, and I appreciate Mr. Johnson calling in. I've been wanting to have that young man on since that happened. It was one of the greatest moments in sports in this state this year. That walk off to win a state championship. That and the defensive play. Yeah, and the defensive play. Yeah. Although he did sound like he just leave me. I kind of want to take a nap.
He's like, I just woke up my son, and you go, what?
Just want to play Fortnite. I mean,
Fortnite, eat my egg which the batting cage. What is this mess?
Good for that. He's still like, I don't know what to say. I mean, it's still amazing. He's still like digesting it. It was cool. That was his fun game to call.
Give him 7 years, and then ask him about it.
I will.
And then you'll be like, well, let me tell you. The wind was blowing 85 miles per hour. Pushing the ball away from me in the outfield.
Rudy, good morning. How you doing? Yep.
Also, just go to the pit. Ticket on
Uh-oh.
Monday through Friday and buy your tickets there. So for people who don't want to get on the computer, who don't want to establish a password and all that other stuff, when you get to Go Lobos, they ask you to do that so that in the future it's easier for you to purchase tickets. Makes sense. But I was looking at the ticket numbers, and we need to get people to buy their tickets now. Because if you're going to wait till Sunday at 5 o'clock and then expect to just walk into the pit, there's going to be a line. There's going to be walk-ups. So people, go get your tickets at the pit, or just take 10 minutes to go to golobos.com. You don't even need all the other stuff, Jeff, because I went on just to see, and I bought tickets. And if you just type in golobos.com, the website will come up, and you can go to the events, and you can just scroll down. Everybody knows how to do that. They use the computer. Buy your tickets ahead of time. That way you can just walk in, and you can get your seats. It's general admission.
It'll make your life a lot easier, man. It'll make your life easier. Like I think most people want to go to this event. I talked to a lot of people. I think everyone, it's $10 to get in, not $25 to sit in the big dog seats. And you haven't been in the pit in a while. You're gonna have every one of these events has been really fun. Remember when they played the Aggies? I told you that was the best Lobo Aggie game I've seen in years. that alumni game.
The guys are fired up, and I know Coach Patino is going to make an appearance there along with Eddie Nunez. They're very invested in this because this is an opportunity to do something we haven't done in a long time, and that's to unite the clans, as they said in Braveheart. Okay? Yes. Do that. We're unstoppable. I really do believe what Coach Gonzalez has always said since he got here. We do have the best fans. We just get discouraged sometimes. So let's get encouraged instead of discouraged, and let's all get out there Sunday. I mean, you're going to get to see every logo that you ever wanted to see on the floor pretty much at the same time.
Yep.
And I asked Kenny, I said, are you going to yell at the players?
And what did he say? Yeah.
Wouldn't that be amazing if they went ahead and won the $1 million?
It would be amazing.
I mean, I just keep thinking about, man, if somebody gave me a 1 in 64 chance to win $1 million, I would do everything I could to win that $1 million.
Yeah, it would. It's gonna be fun. All right, I got a break. I guess the music isn't going, but Bobcat's giving me that break look. So, Rudy, good to hear you. We'll see you out there Sunday.
We'll see you out there Sunday.
All right, take the top of the hour. 505-246-0610. Come on in on the opening drive. On 95.9 FM and AM 670 Sports Animal.
Datacom is a proud supporter of ProView Networks. Datacom has portable AC unit. Applications include server rooms, retail outlets, healthcare facilities, laboratories, convenience stores and truck stops, events, concerts, and weddings. All of these units are 120-volt plug and play. Call Louis Ruffin today at 505-507-7722 or go to datacalm.com to learn more.
Drive, Jeff Siembieda, JJ Buck. Micah, Josh produces for you today over on the ProView Network side, where you can watch the show worldwide on ProViewNetworks.com or statewide at Comcast Channel 26.
Hey, welcome to the Steve Davis Show.
Good morning and welcome to Sports Desk Live on Comcast Channel 26.
Welcome to The Point with Nick Rich.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to episode 10, America Talking Out.
I'm Pastor Flora Padilla of Mending Broken Hearts.
Welcome to Henry T. Game Face Live, Comcast 26, and Big Bad ProView Network.
Often imitated, never duplicated. Welcome to Local Focus with Sebastian Noel.
Welcome, sports fans. It's that time of the week again. You are watching the Weekly Rundown.
Hey, welcome to Red Menace TV here on ProView Network.
Hello, I'm Steve Davis. You are watching Public Access TV.
Center fielder, Caden Bell on first. Here's the pitch to Heath. Struck him out. And great pitching by Alvarado. That'll do it for the Tigers in the top of the fifth.
A great crowd for a mid-afternoon game. Swing and a miss, and there's a strikeout, number 5 for Matt Romero.
Smith talking to the batter here. That's a... Oh, wow. Nice, and that's an out.
What did I tell you? That one's that gets over the head of the right fielder. That's going to bring in 2 runs as Adrian Martinez with the RBI double.
Towards the latter part. Pitch, and that's other way for a single. That's going to score 2. That makes the score 9-0. So RBI double. That's going to make it. That's it. It's 10 runs there.
One O's the count. And this one's high. It's going deep. And it's going to fall in. He's digging for third, and he gets there. Ezra Mestas with the 3-bagger. He gets the triple, and 2 more runs scored.
Steal to third base.
He brought the hot sauce for strike 3.
Small ball team for Reed Fiegel this year. That one is hit on the line to left. It's going to send Avila back to the warning track, to the wall, and he's going to watch it go. It's a solo homer off the bat of Bo Kidd. One nothing Eagles. Just when we were talking about small ball, the Eagles play long ball. Put over with 2 outs here. That boy's well hit to left. Coming in on it is Morrison. He drops it, and the Ravens win it.
Mexico Sportscaster of the Year, Jeff Siembieda.
Man, been all over the world today. I mean, literally from Turkey to Serbia to France to Russia to Lithuania with Drew Gordon and his stories. Kenny Thomas through the NBA. Went to baseball with Academy and Devin Johnson calling in. We got a lot to do still with us and you. Opening drive, Jeff Siembieda and JJ Buck. Bobcat produces on the radio side. Aaron on the TV side of ProView Networks. These guys are working this morning too, by the way. They got
He's gonna pull his hair out.
I think he may have. With all the technical problems that are going on, I can say that. I mean, so did I a long time ago. Yeah, we got a little technical issues, but these guys are making
Aaron's
sure.
like, I'm just here so I get paid.
I'm just here so I don't get fined. I'm just here so I don't get fined. Holy cow, says Wubba Hobo. It sounds like everyone calling the OD this morning just woke up. You need to play an old Lance call just to infuse the show with some energy this morning. Might people find that somewhere. Zoom, 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 zoom. Yeah.
Get it in the morning.
It's how this morning.
You usually wake up in the morning.
I think, but Rudy didn't
And Drew Gordon might not have had the energy, but he was composed.
Let me tell you.
Give him that credit.
I don't think he's in town yet. I believe him still to be in the Pacific time zone, where it's now earlier. And to his credit, when I touched base with him yesterday, his response was, "Well, I'll be up for the call." So he'll wake up for. I'm getting the pro athletes don't get up, especially in the offseason. Right? I mean, well, especially during the season when they're playing games. But I mean, that's the lifestyle.
No one wants to wake up early. They don't.
Kevin Johnson might not have wanted to. David did. That's how it is. 505-246-0610. We are here for you. You can respond to what? I mean, I'm not going to rank them because I won't. But I'll put them in order of appearance. But every one of them, from Darrington Hobson to Anthony Mathis to Jamal Smith to Drew Gordon to Kenny Thomas, talking about the Level Alumni game and their careers where they've been. Every one of them has exceeded expectations, and I don't really know what my expectations were. It's been a minute since we've spoken about all of them except for Kenny, but everybody was so good.
Conversations have been fantastic, open about their time at UNM, and then I think one of the most fascinating things is listening to these guys and what they've gone through to play professional basketball. Oh, by the way, SWAT had a shirt on my mom just so she could watch me play as a rookie. At the free throw line, there's flaming jerseys.
And
players going out in the stands.
And urine or spit bottles. Sorry, not urine. Spit. Yeah, spitballs. Edward, good morning. Top that.
You know what? I've thoroughly enjoyed the conversation with former global basketball players. You know, just the array of your show, which is awesome. You bring Kenny Thomas on, who just called in. He wasn't even a guest.
That's correct.
Guy had a career earnings of $70 million in the NBA and a fantastic career. And you know what? The best part of that conversation, Jeff, is when you said, hey, it seems that you're more at peace with yourself and you're happy and there's joy that emanates from your voice. I think that at times Kenny, when he was younger, was a bit adversarial, and that's okay. We grow and mature, and I'm happy for him. And I don't know him personally, but I'm proud of him.
Let me tell you something. And I appreciate you saying that. I've known Kenny for 25 years, and I love Kenny Thomas. And there's been times where the relationship with Kenny and the university has been strained, and Kenny's felt whatever Kenny's felt. And I think, a lot of it's really valid. But it does my heart so good, and I've seen him in personal settings and some social settings where this is the most comfortable, and Rudy would know better than I. Rudy knows Kenny better than I do. But I should have asked Rudy this, but he feels the most comfortable, and this is just my observation. Now, it could be inaccurate. That's why I asked him. The most comfortable I've seen him, the happiest I've seen him, and just in his own skin, just like he realizes he's loved, he belongs, he's appreciated. And he might have been all those things previously, may not have realized it, but it just does my heart good because I really, 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 really like Kenny Thomas. And in the last few times I've seen him in settings where I think we're genuine, it's just done my heart good to see him in a place that I don't know that I'd ever seen him like that around here. And it was good to see him. And I just wanted to run that by him and let him know, hey, I'm happy for him and see if that was the right read.
You know, Jeff, that's so eloquently stated, and that's the true essence of friendship. And the dual-edged sword in life, the dual-edged sword meaning as it enters a person, it cuts, and on the way out, it heals, biblical. The dual-edged sword with great athletes is the confliction they have when they're young, which drives them to success. Then you eventually have to overcome that. And we saw it with Kobe. Kobe was very adversarial and, driven and a little bit conflicted when he was younger, and then he became very peaceful in the latter days of his life, which was a beautiful thing to witness. So thank you for doing that, and don't feel like it doesn't go unnoticed for people that are actually paying attention. So very well done. Then you have Mr. Thompson. Is it Thompson, the Academy father?
Johnson,
I'm sorry. And he should be eminently proud of his son. And I'm so glad he called in. And, his son wasn't up. You read The Art of War, which my high school basketball coach, Sun Tzu, got to get up early to attack the day. But what a great moment for that young man to win a state championship. And he's still reliving the moment. So I thoroughly appreciate that. And thank you for that. I want to be real brief on the NFL. So in our Hall of Gamer and Hall of Famer tech, I made a quick wager with Howard. And there was a meme that came out since the pandemic that this major sport championships, 3 of them have been in Tampa Bay and 2 of them have been in LA. Obviously, the Tampa Bay hockey team winning 2, the great Thomas Edward Brady winning the championship, and then, of course, the Lakers and the Dodgers. And then we got on the Dak Prescott thread, and I said, Vegas has both New England Patriots and the Dallas Cowboys at 9.5 wins total in 17 games, and they're taking the under on Dallas. And I made a quick wager, and I said, I think the New England Patriots put up $100 to Benjamin Franklin, who, by the way, is the most influential person in sports. Let's put up $100 to say that the New England Patriots will have more wins than the Dallas Cowboys this year. And so we took that bet. And then the second wager was in Dak Prescott's next 4 years of his contract, I put the over-under on playoff wins at 2 total, and I would bet the under. So I just want to share that, and I'm expecting a rebuttal and a response from my friend Howard, but thank you for letting me go a little bit over. But great show, as always, and great content. And for the TBT, you better have big guys that can bang, because it's one thing to hit threes in open rec league, but when I watch those tournaments, you better play defense, and you better have a big guy that can bang, or 2 guys that can bang, because that's who wins those tournaments. Have a great day, gentlemen.
Yeah, that's what Kenny said, right? How about Kenny talking about, and Kenny's not wrong. One of the biggest reasons he lasted 11 seasons in the National Basketball Association is he played defense.
Yeah, there is an element that is going to surprise people that haven't seen the TBT. Yeah, there's a lot of wide open basketball, but this thing gets tight, and these dudes,
it's real.
It's passion because not second place gets this, third place. No, you leave with nothing. You don't win the tournament. Nothing.
This is all about trying to win. Like that. This is $1 million. All goes to the winner. Nothing goes to everybody else. I don't even know if they pay your expenses. Right? I mean, to get there. If you haven't watched TBT, the basketball tournament, you're going to enjoy it. You're going to see players. Oh, yeah, I remember that, dude. Oh, look at the Syracuse alumni team. Oh, they're playing Oklahoma State's alumni team, right?
Stillwater Stars.
You're going to see some ballers for the Stillwater Stars. Is that Gottlieb coaching that team?
I don't think so.
You're going to see some
number 1 seed, though.
That's next. That's
Cody Drive. Cody Topper's team.
Cody Topper's team. So you're in an interesting. Oh, I don't want the 8 or 9 seed, because then you get the 1 seed. Don't worry about it when you get there. Worry about it when you get there. 505-246-0610. I got more thoughts on what I do want a jersey from whatever that French team was, though. The Champagne little wizard guy, the basketball that drew.
It was neat.
You don't like that as much as I guess not as much as I do. That's okay. It's a cool little freaky weird wizard guy logo. 505-246-0610. Man, it's good to be moving again. You're gonna be out the pit. You're going to be amongst people. You're going to be out there screaming and yelling and having fun. Fellas, are you ready for all this? Are you feeling well? If you are not feeling like yourself, I suggest you call email, and you can feel like you again. Maybe you're dealing with things that are absolutely natural, things like fatigue, low T, erectile dysfunction. There is a place here in Albuquerque that can help you. New Mail has been the trailblazer in the men's health field for years. They will help, but you've got to call them. 505-652-1688, or visit them online, Newmail, NUMALE.com. You will feel better. Gentlemen, as you age, things like hair loss, weight gain, even ED happen. It's natural. There's a good chance you will be affected. Nothing to be embarrassed about. In fact, the only thing to be ashamed of is if you do not do anything about it, especially when there is something so convenient and effective to do. Call Newmail at 505-652-1688. New Mail's right here in Albuquerque. The process is comfortable, and the whole results are real. It works. Men all over the country benefit. The number for new mail, 505-652-1688, or visit them online at newmail.com and feel better.
For your business or your home, Valley Fence stands alone. We're number one in New Mexico for a reason. It's the best fence you can own. Proudly serving New Mexico for over 50 years. At Valley Fence, the difference is clear. No fence too big, too small, or difficult. We handle them all at Valley Fence Company.
Clark's Pet Emporium, your pet's second best friend. Visit clarkspet.com.
Dream Style Roofing tops them all. When your roof's worn out and needs to be replaced, we're gonna do it right, put a smile on your face. They're at home, things are looking up when you get your roof done by someone you can trust. Dream Style, a company name that's been around forever. No one does it better. You need a new roof, you know who to call. Dream Style Roofing tops them all.
Rudy's is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
These are more than just the sounds of a safe place to go after school. These are the sounds of interest being ignited and of mentors making an impact. At Boys and Girls Clubs, we don't do just one thing. We do whatever it takes to meet the needs of every kid who comes through those doors. Because whatever it takes is what it takes to build great futures. Great futures start here.
Here at Legacy, we are here to disciple people by helping them connect with God, grow in relationships, and live generously.
Don't sacrifice quality and flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, green and red chili breakfast burritos, and Frontier Cinnabons. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenpride@abq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs, proud supporter of ProView Sports Network.
A rogue virus, no jobs, sky-high tuition debt. Life is trying to put our generation on the sidelines. But we refuse to just sit back and watch it pass us by. Instead, watch us fly ahead. Watch us overcome anything.
Tell I'm pretty fired up about more local stuff this weekend. 505 lacrosse, the 505 Laxers. We're going up to Colorado Springs to see how our, it's kind of like a little all-star team. We got 2 girls coming up from Deming and 3 girls from Santa Fe and 3 girls from Bosque, and Addie's team is the core. 1 girl they used to play coming in from Virginia. And we'll be up in Colorado Springs this weekend at the Air Force Academy for this big regional Western United States lacrosse tournament and see how our girls do. I'm kind of fired up, man. They've been working hard. Love that game. The more I learn it, I love it. So that'll be this weekend too. It's the opening drive. Jeff, JJ, Bobcat, and Aaron. You can call 505-246-0610. Your responses on the email are coming in, Jeff or JJ at sportsanalabq.com. TBT team, like the Enchantment team, they better win this weekend? Like on Sunday? What if they lose to the
If they lose, there would be some hesitation.
like should the other team be going to the team?
Should we pick off some of these guys to bring with us?
I'm just saying.
Yes.
I mean, it's an exhibition alumni game. I'm going to sit here and tell you, well, it's a must win. But I'm going to guess, like who's the
there's some dudes on the other team.
What is it?
That could be sitting there going, whether a Joe Fursinger who's been playing overseas, Jaquan Lyle,
he can ball.
He's playing overseas.
Yeah.
You got Elijah Brown.
Yeah.
Guys that in their prime. I wonder what Botch is up to.
I don't know.
I don't know what he's been up to. But he's still.
Botch Jets could be back.
Botch Jets there. Youngin. Sam Longwood. Got the hops.
I mean, there's some dogs on that team, too, that probably want to go out and prove.
You look at, Jamal Smith, Jared Giddens, 2 36-year-olds. So let's see how Chad's feeling. Chad Topper.
I saw Anthony Mathis on, I think it was Channel 13 yesterday. He talked about, I'm not going to tell you we're going to go all out for an alumni game, but I'm going to guess when we strap them up, it's going to get pretty intense. I'm going to guess it's going to get to be a basketball game in front of a crowd. The dudes are just going to naturally.
Nature's going to come out.
Promise.
Especially some of the guys that we just named.
Yeah.
That might want to show Kenny or B-Mace, like, maybe you should give me a call next year.
Yeah. Yeah. Why am I not on that team? 505-246-0610 on cue. Hello, Hallie. Did you take that bet? As you should be, by the way. As you should be. So in the next, 5 years or 4 years, he said that Dak will not. So over under, he put it 2. He didn't put it 2.5. So he push it 2 playoff wins for Dak Prescott.
Yeah, and I just want to make it clear, I have not been drinking this morning, but he will eclipse that 2 playoff win this year.
Ooh. All right. I might take that bet.
I can see JJ on the other side of the glass room tipping a bottle to his mouth like Howard's hitting the sauce already.
Yeah, I might take that bet.
Not placing that bet. I'm just kidding.
All right.
Having said that, I think that the Cowboys are heading in a different direction. I think all I can do is hope for good stuff, right? I mean, come on. I mean, it's just been so mediocre since 1995 that all I can do is hope, So, and I'm not going to be shy. I'm going to put my money where my mouth is, and that's that. So,
good for you.
I don't know why JJ and you and myself and Edward and Grady and Jess didn't put a team together. You could have the old man me come off the bench, and you guys could have run 5 at him, and
yeah,
we could have been there, right?
No, you well understand why. Yeah. Now, you sure you haven't been in the house this morning? Well, that was kind of a premise, but I'm not sure I'm buying it anymore.
No, excuse me. I'm sorry. I want to touch a little bit on all your interviews this week. They've all been great interviews, and these guys have been gracious enough to give time to come on and entertain us. And I want to revert back to one interview, Anthony Mathis. It saddens me that there are a faction of Lobo fans that were upset at him because he went to Oregon. I mean, that was a chance of a lifetime. Anthony Mathis does not owe us anything, but what he gave us was priceless. So, I think having the man on our team, for the time that we did, we should be grateful for that and what he chose to do in betterment of himself and his life and to enjoy it a little bit. That was his decision. And, I think we should have been welcoming him back with open arms. And I hope people do that.
I think they will. I think the majority of Lobo fans are going to remember the good. I think, and look, I may be proven wrong on Sunday. I think this is a moment for Lobo fans with the convergence of all these circumstances, coming out of the pandemic, coming off a bad season, haven't been in the pit for over a year, brand new coach, all these guys coming back, having an alumni team playing in the TBT. This just feels, and if I'm wrong, we'll find out Sunday. Lobo fan is just dying for something to wrap their arms around it and love. And at least in the moment, look, they'll be cynical as hell as soon as Richard Pitino loses his first game. Or maybe even if they don't win the first game by enough. But I think in this moment, they're looking for something to wrap their arms around and love on.
Yep. I tell you, I put together a group of a dozen guys that are going to be out there on Sunday night. I hope to see you guys. Being that I bought them, I didn't buy the big dog seats, but, I did buy the $10 seats, but I put together a dozen guys
and we're going to be out there. And I think, we put together a couple of young men, a couple of young guys going to play in youth sports here in Albuquerque that are excited to go and see what this is all about. Maybe they'll get a little bit of Lobo history, and I hope I run into you guys. It's going to be a great time.
All right, enjoy the weekend. See you. 505-246-0610. You think I'm wrong? I think this event, the Lobo fan is dying for something to feel good about. Now, and look, you won all those championships in the fall, or in the spring. And it's great to win in golf and tennis and cross country. And I'm by no means belittling any of that.
Women's basketball.
And women's basketball. Okay, I'm belittling. Once you start naming things, you forget. I didn't name every one of them. I mean, hit all 6.
Men's checkers.
But men's basketball and football is a different beast, and especially around here, men's basketball. And I just there maybe it's the bubble in which I roll, but with the new coach, with the vibe, and I'm going to tell you, I think those championships that they won in the spring really do add to it. There's a feel around South Campus that finally good things are happening. I think Eddie's done a great job in getting this program through a horrific time, from budgets to having to cut sports, through COVID to everything else, in replacing coaches, to a place where I think people are ready now to feel good about this. And this thing, to me, is coming at the perfect time. It is incredibly, I'm sure there's a guy you could tell me, why isn't he here? Oh, I don't know. But it feels like the majority of the guys that you want to be here, Alex Kirk is the one guy that kind of stands out, but he's busy, didn't work in his schedule. It just feels like Lobo fan is just dying to go out and feel good and just love on this.
This is something that it's all positive. Keep riding that wave of everything you just mentioned, building off of last year, taking it into next season. This is, you can hit the past, the present, and the future with an event like this. You have the crossover from the alumni feeling welcome, and then the carryover to the fans, the full of love from the alumni. Sometimes you can just have something that's good, and that's what this event is.
Yeah, sometimes
you're not going to come out of it and be like, oh no, they lost, we need to fire Kenny Thomas.
You might. You want to bet? Like if the other team, the conversation on Monday, if the enchantment team loses, and look, read me that roster.
Someone might say that, but
somebody will. I promise you, somebody will. We do that. Jaquan Lyle and Elijah Brown. Okay, you got just the backcourt offense right there on the other team, not the enchantment team. This is Team JB White. This is the team. I don't know, are you rooting for somebody and against? I mean, you kind of are hoping that team that's going to go play for $1 million and represent New Mexico is going to win, right? That's kind of the home team.
You would like that.
All right. But that other team's roster, Sam Logwood and Jaquan Lyle and Elijah Brown, I guess those guys would be your villains if you're looking for villains. I don't know that you need villains in this. There's not villains? All right, I think you probably. What's the rest of that roster?
Chad Adams, Ramon Martinez, Joe Ferguson, Darren Prentice, Watcha Jet, Reese Gary, Tom Williams, Chad Topper, Jamal Benton, Ron Lyle, Xavier Adams, Elijah Brown, Sam.
The ball. They could win that game. Hit people with the enchantment roster too.
Jamal Smith.
Yeah.
J.R. Giddens.
Yeah, buddy.
Phil McDonald.
Shooter.
Darrington Hobson.
Yeah, baller.
Drew Gordon. Pancake Thomas.
Pancakes coming back.
Tim Williams.
Yeah.
Anthony Mathis. Antno Jackson. Michael Holyfield. And Matur McCurr.
Look, man, you got. I mean, this is, if you went to the park and picked them up and divided teams, it wouldn't look much different than this, would it? I mean, I could see the other.
I like it. I really do, because there are guys on Team JB White that be looking to make a statement, in the ears of everyone, like, someone drops out, or if you're running it back next year, I'll show you. You give me the call. Let's get it. I can absolutely see it. All right, keep them coming at 505-246-0610. Emails coming in this morning, Jeff or JJ at sportsanimalabq.com. On the Twitter, it is _JJ Buck. And on the Facebook, the OD and the AM, you can watch the show there. Aaron's producing there. Don't forget the NMDOT text line. That's 505-246-0610. F-45 functional training. F45 training is 45 minutes of high-intensity training. The workout is fantastic. And what I like about F45 is, well, it's not just the awesome workouts. You get everything from strength work to cardio work, that combined overall fitness throughout the week, is that once you book your class, you are locked in. You don't have to worry about keeping your fingers crossed that the bench is going to be open, the equipment is going to be available. When you book your time, your spot is locked in. So you show up, you get your workout in, and you're on with your day. So check them out at f45training.com. Download the F45 app today. You can take a look at the schedule of classes they have available. Classes are available 7 days a week. Also, sign up for your 7-day free trial. Get in and get going. Yesterday was a cardio-focused class, but it's not just 45 minutes on a row or a treadmill. It incorporates a ton of those things. We did a rower for one circuit. We did the bike for a circuit, but then all the other movements that you're working in. You got the ropes, you got the kettlebells, and then I look, 45 minutes, almost 600 calories burned in the workout. And the class, it was a noon class. It was a little bit busy, but once you book it, you got in. But it was, I love this, the atmosphere of the class. There's so many different people. The workout group I was in, it was their first week. It was a mom and her son. And they're like, oh man, this was a challenge, but it was so much fun. The people you meet, it's for all different fitness levels. If you want to push yourself to that next level or get yourself going, F45 Training is the gym for you. So check them out at f45training.com. Download the app today. Team training, life-changing. I'll see you at F45.
A rogue virus. No jobs. Sky-high tuition debt. Life is trying to put our generation on the sidelines. But we refuse to just sit back and watch it pass us by. Instead, watch us fly ahead. Watch us overcome anything. Watch us rise. Watch us change our world. Watch us become the next greatest generation.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walking to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number one. Cover it with green stuff, one scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
Clark's Pet Emporium, your pet's second best friend. Visit clarkspet.com.
Calling all football players, are you looking to develop your skills this season? It's never too late or too early to put in the work. Coach Carl Barrere and the Air Barrere program at 8 Grady's Performance Center provide comprehensive position training for aspiring football players at all levels. Whether you're looking to increase your speed, gain strength, or hone your skill, we train all positions with a team of experienced coaches who know what it takes to succeed at all levels from Yaffle to college. Check us out at 8gradys.com to learn more and sign up for training today.
Jackson Compaction wants to help you keep your green.
And keep the community green as well.
Jackson Compaction has worked hard to maintain the same prices since day one. Always easy and painless trash removal with professional crews and quality service. If it's non-hazardous waste, debris, or trash on your land, leave it to us. At Jackson Compaction, we're dedicated to ensuring the conservation of our environment.
You trash it,
we smash it. Jackson Compaction, we've earned a reputation for great results.
TurboThreads is a proud sponsor of ProView Networks.
Almost 30 years of experience means fast service, great prices, and a wide selection of apparel from t-shirts to performance sport shirts, even jackets and hats. They feature low minimums and no setup charges on most orders. TurboThreads is located at 1503 Golf Course Road in Rio Rancho, or find them on Facebook, online at turbothreads.com, or call 999-1234 for TurboThreads.
95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal. Sports Animal.
So here's what's coming in on the text line. Somebody, you never get names, or rarely get names on there. Oh, it's from Don. Never mind, I got a name. Edward never ceases to amaze me. He is now a theologian. Love that guy, says Don. Somebody else asked the game Saturday or Sunday. It is Sunday. And then this came in yesterday. Oh, question mark. 90% believe as you spew, comma, Jeff, question mark. I'm not sure what that means. I'm sure it's not nice, but that's fine. Oh, 90% believe as you spew, Jeff. What did I spew yesterday that was 9? Do you remember what I was talking about yesterday?
Not that exact
somewhere around
moment what that comment is referring to.
Yeah, I believe about 40% of what I spew. I mean, how much what you spew do you believe? I believe pretty much most of what I spew. More than 40%.
The views expressed on this program are those.
Yeah. I mean, the text line is a much nastier, as I read through some of the stuff that comes in on the text line, it's a much nastier place than the email line, email machine. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. This is from Telus. I can't believe I agree with David. I can't speak for others, but the last couple of regimes have not ended well. Lobo basketball needs a complete reboot. Dick Pitino needs to distance himself as far as he can from that mess. Maybe after the program is turned around, then we can have a big family reunion. So tell us.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, so it's really interesting you say that. So what? Let's say you believe that, and that's fine. The last regime, that it needs a complete reboot. So does he need to distance himself, in your opinion, from the entire history of Lobo basketball? Or just the last 4 years? Like, you don't think that he should embrace the Darrington Hobsons, J.R. Giddens, Roman Martinez's...
Oh, he's not talking about that.
Well, what's he saying then?
He's talking about probably Elijah Brown, Jaquan Lyle.
Okay. Those are two guys that are playing in this. So because they're there, you have nothing. Like you and I will tell us. I respect your opinion. I completely 100% disagree with you. As far as that he shouldn't be there, and Rudy told us he will be, and I'm assuming he will. Again, I
show up, find out.
I told you what I think. I believe Richard Pitino should be introduced. He should not be the host, but he should be part of this. He is the current keeper of the keys for Lobo basketball. He is the current coach. He has talked about how he wants to embrace the pit in the past, and part of the pit in the past is the guys who are going to be there, whether it's Marvin Johnson, who, by the way, is coaching the other team, who, if you didn't see, and he was before my time, but was as good of a shooter, and Marvin Automatic Johnson is a beloved Lobo. Go and embrace him. And I'm sure Hunter will be there in some capacity. And embrace Kenny Thomas and Darrington Hobson and Roman Martinez and Jamal Smith, and go down the list of these guys. Like
there's times to be skeptical, and you ask like the who, what, when, why, and where. But I am struggling with a couple of these opinions. Yeah. Telus, or the people that say Rich Pitino shouldn't be anywhere around this game. Like, why? Like, what is the negative about this event?
He's telling you that they need a reboot, and he needs to distance himself from, quote, that mess, end quote.
Well, what is that mess?
Yeah.
Those players, which is not all their fault, like they're college kids.
That's right.
That were part of a program, and yeah, some of them made mistakes, but that's kind of the whole point of the stories that we're talking about, is the learning experience, who you became on and off the court. They're still Lobo alumni. They're coming back because they care about this place.
What mess, tell us, is what's going to be out there?
Not winning
Sunday. What? Did Drew Gordon win? Mm-hmm. Did Anthony Mathis win a little bit? Go down that list, man. Is Kendall Williams in this game?
No. Kendall Williams and Alex Kirk were initially on the TBT roster, but their schedules just did not work out.
I mean, did they win a little bit? I just don't understand. I so vehemently disagree with that opinion. Now, if he was the host and he had the mic the whole time, then I'd say, yeah, maybe not. But to be recognized again, I wrote the speech for you the other day, right?
You did.
You know, it's a quick, hey, I'm so happy to be part of this and be invited to this. And I want these players and every former player to know you are always welcome at Lobo Basketball. And we're on our way to building back something that these guys created, and something of which you fans will be proud again. These are the current Lobos over here. Guys, stand up. These are the guys who are going to start the process of bringing us back. Thanks for inviting me to be part of this. Go Lobos. Enjoy the night. I can't tell you how much fun I'm having watching you guys. Thank you. Good night now. Boom. Maybe he hosts an event on Saturday. brings them together for dinner. The current Lobos get to meet these former Lobos. I just, for the life of me, cannot understand. And I tell you all the time, I try as best I can to listen to opposing views, and I just don't get it. This one, why would you not want him there?
I'm right there with you. Try to take a step back. All right, is there something I'm missing? And I just don't see what the negatives are for this event.
No, there's not. Terry, good morning. You're on the Quan's Auto Care Hotline. Hi, Terry.
Good morning, gentlemen. Hope you all are doing well this morning. I guess it took JJ about 3 minutes today because after watching yesterday, I was wondering what he would think on that call in the Denmark-England game.
I set him up early.
Yeah. Let us know early how soft it was. It was kind of sad because it was a pretty good battle for the whole time, and have it in that way. It's sometimes why I can enjoy soccer, but sometimes it drives me crazy. Well, it'll be a good final, England, Italy. Federer, going tennis, kind of maybe it's time for him to call it a day.
Might be.
There's times he's had a great career, but yesterday didn't go very well at all to get goose-egged on your last set, but he's done very well. The other day, what I missed, because, overtime playoff hockey to me is one of the most exciting things, but I missed Doc Emmerich because he could do like the old Spinal Tap. He could take a 10 and turn it up to an 11 or 12 just the way he could announce things. So, he was pretty special in the days of announcing. And last little thing, you guys were talking about Holy Moly. Great show. My kids laugh at me, but I'll break out and show them, kind of like my Al Bundy trophy. I was the 1978 state match play putt-putt champion. And they go, "Oh, good job, Dad." Yeah,
boy,
fine.
awesome.
They have all
awesome.
Yeah, they have all. Yeah, they go. My daughter will go point up to her, national gold medals, and my son to all his state awards, and go, "Yeah, Dad, that was nice. Good for you.
Good job. Good effort.
Go sit in your chair."
Yeah. All right, old man. go play with your putter.
Go play with that. So, okay, you guys have a great day. I do wish it well. Last little thing, Marvin Johnson, haven't seen him play. If there'd been a three-point line back
No
then,
doubt.
His 50-point game probably been easily 60, if not more.
No
but
doubt.
I do wish him well this Sunday and everything, so it's good to hear everybody come on. So you
All
guys
right,
have
Terry.
a great day.
See
Take care.
That's great stuff. That's great. Yeah, Dad, go play with your putter. Congratulations on
yes.
the trophy. Yeah, thanks, Dad. Hello, Don. How you living?
Good. How are you guys doing? Good morning.
Good morning. What's up?
Well, I just wanted to make a comment about Lobo basketball. I don't understand the thinking that Coach Patino shouldn't be at the pit on.
Yeah, it's a
on
vast
Sunday for this
minority.
game.
Yeah, I think it's two people.
Yeah, and what a better way to keep promoting what we need to reinvigorate. We need a new spirit around UNM sports, not just basketball. But look what Danny Gonzalez has done. It's time to inject a new spirit, a new, get the younger kids involved. We're all school fans. My good friend Rudy and I go way back, Lobo basketball and football in the 60s. And we need to get that spirit back at the UNM Sports and make it a focal point in the Albuquerque community and statewide, for that matter, up and down the Rio Grande Valley. And I was at UNM during the Michael Cooper, Marvin Johnson days, and the pit was rocking. And Marvin Johnson was, like your previous caller said, there had been a three-point line in that Colorado State game. When he scored 50 points, it would have been 60 or maybe even 65 points. And Marvin's a great guy. I knew Michael Cooper; he was a great guy, and they were great basketball players. And we need it just appalls me that certain people in this community don't think Rick Pitino should be there. That's crazy.
I think it's a really small minority. I really do.
It's the best recruiting tool. It's the best way to promote all programs. And like you said, I hope Danny Gonzalez brings the football team. Hope the girls basketball team. I hope all the teams are out there on Sunday to see this.
Yeah.
It's a celebration of our history, and we know that basketball's king in Albuquerque with UNM. So let's make it that way again. And it's just I just don't understand.
No, you're good. You're good, Don.
I don't get it.
Appreciate you. Thanks. And Danny Gonzalez is going to be in studio tomorrow, 8 to 8:30 tomorrow morning. He'll be on our show, and I'm sure he'll talk about this. And I guarantee you, I promise you, that guy, and I haven't talked about it, he's excited about this, knowing where he grew up and how he grew up. And I'm actually looking forward to seeing Danny tomorrow morning, too.
Absolutely.
There's brownies in the
Can't wait.
Brownies in the break room, by the way, if you want.
Probably none left.
I hope not. 505-246-0610, Hall of Fame caller on deck. On the opening drive on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
Next in line.
Rudy's is a proud supporter of ProView Networks. DCE Systems want to help schools reopen and keep students, teachers, and staff safe. New Mexico's distributor of no-valent Shield Plus, an antimicrobial hand sanitizer that lasts 24 hours. That's right, 24 hours. 1 liter will provide approximately 2,000 individual applications. Call Louis Ruffin today at 505-507-7722 or go to DCESystemsInc.com to learn more. DCE Systems is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
Clark's Pet Emporium, your pet's second best friend. Visit clarkspet.com.
Are you sure we're supposed to be doing this?
Don't worry, I've watched him do it 1,000 times. Come on, what's the worst that can happen?
No! Bad dog!
Hi, welcome to Car Crafters. What happened? Don't worry, we'll make it like it never happened.
Car Crafters! It's like it never happened!
Car Crafters is a proud supporter of ProView Networks. Datacom is a proud supporter of ProView Networks. Datacom has portable AC units for rent. Applications include server rooms, retail outlets, healthcare facilities, laboratories, convenience stores and truck stops, events, concerts, and weddings. All of these units are 120-volt plug and play. Call Louis Ruffin today at 505-507-7722 or go to datacom.com to learn more.
Jeff Siembieda, JJ Buck, Micah. Josh produces for you today over on the ProView Network side, where you can watch the show worldwide on ProViewNetworks.com or statewide at Comcast Channel 26.
Hey, welcome to the Steve Davis Show.
Good morning. Welcome to Sports Desk Live on Comcast Channel 26.
Welcome to The Point with Nick Rich.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to episode 10, America Talking Out.
I'm Pastor Flora Padilla of Mending Broken Hearts.
Welcome to Henry T. Game Face Live, Comcast 26, and Big Bad ProView Network.
Often imitated, never duplicated. Welcome to Local Focus with Sebastian Noel.
Welcome, sports fans. It's that time of the week again. You are watching the Weekly Rundown.
Hey, welcome to Red Menace TV here on ProView Network.
Hello, I'm Steve Davis. You are watching Public Access TV.
center fielder. Caden Bell on first. Here's the pitch to Heath. Struck him out. And great pitching by Alvarado. That'll do it for the Tigers in the top of the fifth.
A great crowd for a mid-afternoon game. Swing and a miss, and there's a strikeout, number 5 for Matt Romero.
Smith talking to the batter here. That's a, oh, wow. Nice, and that's an out.
What did I tell you? That one's that gets over the head of the right fielder. That's going to bring in 2 runs as Adrian Martinez with the RBI double.
Towards the latter part. Pitch, and that's another way for a single. That's going to score 2. That makes the score 9-0. So RBI double. That's going to make it. That's it. It's 10 runs there.
Taking you home on a Thursday where you get NBA tonight. Bucks and Suns in Arizona. Phoenix leading that series 1-0 in the NBA Finals. It's the opening drive. Jeff Siembieda and BB Juck. Back to it. Hall of Famer holding 2460610. Hello, Grady.
Memory Lane tour guide.
That's right.
Of the OD and the AM. What's happening?
Nothing's wrong with Memory Lane every now and then. This feels like the perfect weekend leading straight up to Memory Mansion.
Absolutely. So I've told this Kenny Thomas story years ago, and to me it bears repeating. So, I mean, I watched Kenny Thomas play in high school, went to La Cueva, watched him play against A.J. Bramlett. So, he's been a fixture in this city, in the state, in the community for quite a long time. But what cemented me as a Kenny Thomas fan was on campus, he was in the College of Education. That's where my mother worked. And my mother would tell me he was always respectful, held the door open, anything like that, where a lot of other athletes, for lack of a better way to say it, were busy acting a fool. Kenny Thomas, even when he knew he was going pro, was always humble and respectful to my mother, if nothing else. So that just kind of shows you the type of person that he is. And those types of connections, I tell you what, that they last. Another one of the people actually that you had on today, Drew Gordon. I was never a huge fan. Sometimes it kind of rubbed me the wrong way, but when they held that Cameron Bairstow All-Star camp, etc., Drew went out of my way, quite frankly, out of his way to take a picture with my son, his buddies. He couldn't have been nicer. He couldn't have been more cordial. I mean, he was genuinely there for the right reasons. Actually, all those guys, when they had that camp, afterwards they stayed as long as it needed to stay. Everybody that wanted an autograph, picture, etc., definitely was able to get what they needed. And speaking of Marvin Johnson, Marvin Johnson is up in the Santa Fe area, and I ran into him a couple of years ago, and I'm not going to lie, I didn't know who he was. We were in the gym, and he came up, started talking to me, and again, Malik was there playing, and he said, well, yeah, I'm putting together a camp, and again, good guy, real genuine. We exchanged calls or whatever, and it wasn't until I actually saw his name, I was like, oh, I wonder if this is ex-Lobo, Marvin Johnson, and sure enough, it was. So,
because it didn't say automatic next to his name? Marvin
right.
Automatic Johnson?
He definitely was not, hey, do you know who I am? He wasn't around. He was just, another guy, another dad or whoever sitting in the gym, and he was telling me he's putting stuff together. So, really, what I'm getting at is, listen, I am no one special, knucklehead scrub that calls local radio, and you have these people that, again, went out of their way to make sure the encounters that they had with me and, more importantly, with my family were positive, were good. So those are the types of things that really have cemented me as, if nothing else, a fan of these folks, and really excited about what's going on this weekend. So when people talk about, getting out into the community and those types of things, I really think it's important to really understand, and it's the old adage, how you treat people that can't do anything for you says a lot.
That's right.
And at least with the folks that have been featured today, again, I was no one special, and they really made the interaction super positive.
That's
so I'm
good.
excited about this, and these types of things I think are really, really great for the basketball community, UNM community, and this state as a whole.
That's great stuff, and I appreciate that because I think that really puts things into perspective. Thank you, Grady.
Appreciate the time.
True test of someone's character is what do you do? How do you do things? What do you do when no one's looking? And I appreciate Grady in a lot of respects. You can change your opinion of somebody. We say all the time, JJ, we don't know these guys. You don't know them. I mean, whatever you watch on the floor, now we get to know some of the local guys better. But look, they're human beings. You catch somebody in a bad moment. I had an interaction with a gentleman who is now a good friend of mine. I didn't know that he didn't like me for a lot of years. He's on my board, JJ, and he was introduced me at the New Mexico Bowl on the board. And a mutual friend of ours said, hey, how about this person? And we put him on the phone, on the speaker. He says, yeah, I don't really like him. And it was really awkward moment, right? Because my buddy was standing at my desk in my office. He said, well, I'll get him on the phone. He put him on speaker, and he's like, yeah, I don't really like that guy. And the look. And it was about me, and I'm like, huh. And somehow back in the day when I was at Channel 7, this gentleman's son was in a competition. And I guess we had a clip on the air. I really tried to be really good at this. He called me, asked me for a copy of it, and I guess I didn't get it to him. Back in 1998 or something. And I really, is this where you just never know how it is? And so what I did is I reached out to this gentleman and mended whatever. I mean, I didn't get him a copy of that because I have no idea. I mean, but it's one of those where I used to try and make sure I didn't ever do that. I always really tried to go out of my way. My feeling back when I was doing TV and people would recognize me in a airport or whatever, like I'm an idiot. But I got 30 seconds, a minute to shake someone's hand and speak with them. If somehow talking to me is going to make them smile and make them feel better. I got 30 seconds. I got a minute. I got 2 minutes. I always do. And I always tried to do that.
The ex-TV guy will come through.
Right? And my whole point in this story is that gentleman gave me a second chance, and he and I are now really good friends. He's been on our board for a number of years, and I really like him. And I think he feels the same way. He keeps coming back. Grady he had an opinion of Drew Gordon, and Drew Gordon was good to his kids, and he changed his opinion. I think the fact that you're able to evolve your opinion, change your opinion, give somebody a second chance is a big deal. I hope those stories equate to each other and help. But you see where I'm going with it? Sometimes you don't know.
Because I'm sure Grady, after the fact, was like, what did I not like Drew Gordon for?
Right.
Like, was it where he sat on the bench? Facial expression you might have given after one play.
Where he sat on the bench? No doubt where he sat on the bench. But it's good. And I love the story about Kenny. Let me just tell you, I hope things continue to go where they're going for Kenny. I watched Kenny and A.J. Bramlett a few weeks ago at an event. And again, competitors in high school. And A.J.'s in this town. A.J. won a national championship, played in the NBA also. Watching them, they're literally good friends. Watching them interact. It's so cool all these years later. Like Kenny said, he's 44 years old. What is this, 20? They've been out of high school, I mean, 28 years? Right? I mean, 95 was I guess 94 was probably their last year. I mean, we're coming up, that's 27 years. It's probably when they had that. I'm going to guess it was 95. I got here in 96. He was a sophomore. Freshman year would be 95. So, yeah, 90 class of 95. It's insane, man. But the whole point of this is just go out and enjoy it. Yeah. And that's what this whole thing is for. I mean, I'm going to tell you every community doesn't get this. I'm going to, and we had these conversations when Cam did it the first time a few years back. Do we need this every year? And the answer was probably no. But this year is perfect. This year is ideal The convergence of coming off the pandemic, this team going to play in the TBT next week. You've got a new coach. You're coming off a rough year. You haven't been in the pit in any, like this year. The answer is yes. Don't you think?
I agree with that. This is just something else that works at the right time in a summer of positivity for UNM athletics. Because you're going to get to a point where it's not going to be this feeling. It's going to be about the scoreboard. It's going to be about what's not working. And so you ride the positive momentum as long as you can.
And we'll get there. Everybody didn't get this. I never heard about this happen at San Diego State. Have you? An Aztec alumni game? All those guys coming back? I haven't heard it about Reno or UNLV. It's pretty cool. Enjoy it. Thank you to Drew Gordon, Kenny Thomas, Devin Johnson. All were guests, whether they called in or we called them on our show today. Really cool stuff. Jim Rome Show is next. The Herd with Colin Cowherd will follow that. Local Talk with Tulio and Carlisle. It's the Sports Bar this afternoon at 4. Then Ice Chips and Round Rock, 5:45 today. Bobcat, you worked today.
Yes, I did.
Good work. Aaron, I know it was work for you. Thanks for keeping us on the air. Big day today?
Huge day.
I know it is, isn't it? All right, go out and have fun. Be good to each other. We'll be back tomorrow morning with award-winning radio starting at 7 a.m. Please be kind, loving, caring, and sharing. See you tomorrow.